have to. There we go. Yeah, we're live now. I'm gonna put this in the corner for you right here. And I'm gonna get the chat can't be seen at that moment. Your camera on for a second, Master P. Yeah. On Zoom. Perfect. There we go. Go in. Oh shit. Remove pin. Oh shit. Sheesh. There we go. Issue. I think this is good. Wait, talk for a second on Zoom. Hello?
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Everything can hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's clear.
Oh my god, this took a little long time. Sorry, guys, but there was a lot going wrong.
Beautiful.
So I'm gonna stop. There you go. This stream is probably not gonna be ended because I have to go. Like, I'm fucking late now. So you guys enjoy it. Master P is gonna be hosting this for you guys. I'm gonna leave now. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. For all the people that are gonna be trading now, be careful and have a lot of fun with Master P.
Yeah, I ended our WhatsApp call, so I'll stream until you're back, right?
That can be long time, bro.
That's okay. That's okay. Because I mean, then yeah, I'll just stream until you're back or whatever.
I'll keep my PC running like this. Hopefully everything is going to be working out.
Perfect. I think we got everything.
Is everything perfect?
Right?
Sound is good. Everything right?
I think so. How's the YouTube guys? How's the sound? You guys can hear me? No shitty noises or whatever.
It's all good.
Oh, good.
Even on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah. YouTube is running well, so it's pretty good. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna head off myself though. So see you guys.
Hey man, take care, Luke. Have fun.
Take care, man. You guys have fun too.
Yeah, thank you. We'll see if we get some gold cells. Bye bye.
Perfect.
All right then. So here we are. Sheesh, you guys have no clue. We rushed this thing so badly, like last minute. So let me get this thing set up over here. Let me get the chat rocking and rolling over here. Perfect. All right. So let's start with some analysis on gold, to be honest, because gold looks pretty fucking nice today. Can't lie. So let's start with the weekly breakdown from the weekly on gold. Basically, we see that gold on the weekly is at this level over here. What is this? 1824.500 or 1825. We're kind of rejecting this whole zone over here. So let's dive deeper into the lower time frames. We see that we had a deeper pullback yesterday after candles started getting weaker and weaker bullish bodies, indicating less volume in the bullish direction. So therefore, we had a deeper pullback. And today we see that we broke below this range over here. We broke below this range. This was with CPI news, broke below this range. And now we are trading at this support, actually. And we have bearish momentum, and we see that in pre-Asia, we had a little bit of a pullback. Asia open pullback, and this was a weak body candle. London session created a resistance on the 4-hour. And if we look left, we see some clean traffic. Now, I think this clean traffic was created by ADP news. So this clean traffic is created by news. Therefore, I believe personally that there's a very high probability that we can correct this move up from the news, because this was a move from the news. So in order to correct this move, we need to keep trading below this support over here, which is 1813.500. And basically, what we want to see is a resistance formed below here, because right now, if we take a look at the time, we are heading into pre-NY. And personally, from looking at Raja's stream, I know that gold moves a lot in NY Open and NYSE. So it's likely that we might see the move happen towards NY Open, and for the next hour, we might just create that resistance for NY to, go bearish. So if we refine this level based on the 30-minute, we see that 1814 is the exact price. We see that we create this little wick down over here. And now this wick probably coincides with something to the left. Yeah, so we see that on the left, there's this minor issue over here that we're respecting. So I think personally, let's take a look. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I think personally, what I think, if we create a resistance over here, a very strong body resistance below this wick, for me personally, it needs to be below this wick over here. We can kind of retest this low. This candle can flip bearish, retest this low, and potentially even break this low, because the support is a very weak support. But I think I'm going to wait for a candle to close below this level over here on gold. So I think that's my whole idea. I saw this situation on the 4-hour during London session, and I'm like, oh man, gold is going to have a massive move. So that's why I was planning on trading gold nonetheless. Then I noticed that Raja is, having his little day off due to his religion. So this was a perfect opportunity to start streaming and provide some value for you guys. So let's analyze pound yen. That's what most people here trade, I believe. Pound yen, let's clear all analysis from London session. So in London session, we actually took buys once this 30-minute broke the high over here. We were at a support. So that was an idea broken down during the London session. Let me get this up and running perfectly there. Okay, perfect. So we see weekly is trading above this resistance over here at 153. We filled these wicks to the left, and now we see that we're kind of coming back to these wicks. So probably maybe on the lower time frames, this is going to be like a retest area or something. So on the daily time frame, we see that candles were going bullish. This daily has not broken the low yet, so there is potentially probability for this daily to still continue bullish. But we're going to have to dissect the lower time frames. Let's look left as well. So left, in fact, we are. Where's my drawing tool over here? Let me get my rectangle tool. We are coming down to this previous resistance created on 16 April 2018. Man, 2 years ago. Oh, wow, look at that. That wick came down perfectly to 153,600. So if we look down on the lower time frames, oh, look at that. We see that we are retesting the bottom end of this range. So if you guys remember, it's going to be hard to forget, but we were in this range for 2 days. We broke out yesterday at NYSE, and now we are back in the range. So question is, are we back in the range to where are my annotation tools? Where are the tools? Oh, here. Perfect. So let me annotate. Let me get the arrow. Perfect. So we had this range over here. We broke above and created this high over here. Now the question is this a deeper pullback to form a support to retest this high? Since we know that the daily has not yet broken the low, there is still that possibility that that the daily candle can still continue bullish. So that's the question we need to ask ourselves: is, are we creating a support to go back up to potentially 155 area in upcoming week, or are we creating this support to do okay, let me get my drawing. So, or are we creating this support to break below the support to do a deeper pullback on the daily time frame? So, or potentially we can just continue ranging over here. So that's kind of the three situations that we see today on pound yen. And if we dissect the lower time frames, maybe we can find some answers. So we see that this move up over here was caused by CPI yesterday. This was a move caused by CPI. It was caused by news. So that's probably why we see, that price corrected it, because it was caused by news. And this is kind of what I'm looking for on gold over here, which right now seems to not be happening anytime soon. So let me so we've got this very strong support here. Let me actually refine this zone a little bit better. All right, perfect. So we've got this support. We've created a fresh support over here. So we've now got this range, which is a very, very nasty range. I do not want to take any sells in here. Potentially, if sells do come into play, very safe sells are going to be below this level at 153,450, coming down to fill this wick over here at 153,150. So this is going to be the selling range. It's a 29, 30 pip range. So I think with volume, we can definitely fill this wick over here and kind of ignore these rejections to the left. But for the buying situation, now let's take a look at the buying situation. So, oh, perfect. Look at that. So in the buying situation, we have this resistance created over here. Let me make this look prettier. Perfect. So let me get this. Yep, perfect. So we've got this resistance on the 30-minute right here. And we know this is a resistance because, price created support. And then the next one broke the support, essentially creating this resistance. So if you believe that if your bias is bullish, so for me personally, my bias is more bullish than bearish. So I would personally be looking for price to break and close above 153.800. Let's take a look on the 15-minute to see. Yeah, so 153, 780, 790, something like that is going to be a pretty good price to break above for price to continue bullish. And we see that we have clean traffic coming up, right? We have clean traffic coming up. We have clean traffic coming down. So chances are if we get a candle closing above here like this with volume, we can get clean traffic coming back up. So that's going to be the whole idea for pound yen. Now, let's break down the sells a little bit more. I think sells are just going to be super, super tricky because we see this range. Below this range, we see kind of wick rejections. There's not enough real range to really take any sells below here. So we're going to have to patiently sit on our hands and wait for 153, 450. Yeah, 450 to break. All right. So how's the YouTube doing over here? Hello, I checked whether I had actually, yeah, what do you think? What do you think about it coming back in the range or holding this support? Well, we just discussed that. It's back in the range. We don't know if it's back in the range to continue on ranging or to continue down or retest this high. So let me get my tool. So if we break above this level, then probability is to kind of retest this high going up to this resistance. For me, this over here, this whole range over here is a no trade range. And I would want to see price break and close below this level to have buys, because at that point, we've also broken the daily low. And that's going to be a very great confluence to say, okay, that we're going to have a deeper pullback on the higher time frame. So maybe let's mark this low down over here and have a look at how that coincides. Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be a pretty good idea. If we break below here, we've got this clean 30 pip range. But I think, yeah, I think the move for today is going to be gold. That's something I'm really, really eyeing on, because I trade gold in London session, but trading gold in London session is just like watching paint dry sometimes. Yeah, man, got a haircut yesterday, right on time for the stream. Let's expand this chat. So everybody in the Zoom, I think that you guys can unmute yourselves, right? If you want to hop on, say something, allow participants to unmute themselves. Yes, so you guys can just hop on anytime, ask a question or have some fun, throw some jokes. If the YouTube has any charts, send in your charts, guys. I see a chart here on Zoom that we can take a look at. I'm going to put these controls over there. Okay, so buys close above for buys. Yeah, so I think we just discussed this. So that's pretty good idea over here. Some buys above 153.800. So a really nice idea from, who's this from? From IB. Yeah, 2018 is actually 3 years ago almost. It was April 2018. So 153 is a price that hasn't been touched for 3 years. Can you imagine? Let me, okay, perfect. So if you guys in the YouTube chat have any charts to send in and whatnot, let me get some music going on here from the YouTube library. YouTube library, get some of those tunes. Perfect. Oh. Let's get oh, I lost YouTube library. Let's find it again. Okay, how? I'm gonna lower the volume over here. Can you guys in Zoom hear the music as well? I'll put it over for you guys over in Zoom. Share sound. Share. Perfect. Okay, let's take a look at some charts over here. I see a chart coming in from the Gulag.
You want to lower it down just a little bit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Is this still too loud? How's this, Mitch?
I don't know about everyone. I still hear it the same. Like it's.
Oh,
I don't know if it's because I got my headphones on.
Same I did. Pretty loud.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't have the OBS tools. That's on Luke's laptop. So I'm here on Zoom, but the stream is being recorded. So I'm in Italy, and we had issues with. Okay, let me take a look at this chart. So we've got pound yen buys above 154.400, sells below 153.200. I think that makes sense. Probably, maybe you can see some buys going up to 154.400 on this chart, but very nice chart. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so the situation here, like I'm in Italy, been here, like I came here last week, and so YouTube thought like I was hacking into his channel or something. So we had so many issues setting it up. So he's now streaming over on YouTube in the Netherlands, and I'm here in Zoom in Italy. So he's streaming the Zoom that I'm hosting here in Italy from the Netherlands. We got some crazy technology going on.
If he doesn't make it back, you're going to be live 8 hours later.
Yeah, he should be back in like 4 or 5 hours, but I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, I guess we'll just stream until he's back. Who knows? We'll see. Depends how much fun we have.
You can always throw up a chart, hit mute, and walk away.
Yeah, I'll throw up a gulag chart with arrows going like this. Oh, arrows. Oh, geez. Just arrows going up and leave it at that and just walk away. The gulag can figure it out themselves. All right. GJ, a buy or sell? It can be both. We need to see. We've got 400 people in the YouTube. Make sure to leave a like. But yeah, so right now we're just kind of ranging. Oh, you like my hoodie? How is COVID in Italy? It's actually pretty bad. Well, depends on where you are, but people take it super serious over here. So I actually wasn't allowed to leave the Netherlands, technically, theoretically, you know, unless it's like a business trip. But I'm like, man, I'm a trader. I need to trade from Italy from these views, you know. They can't tell me where to go.
Well, that mountain range you put on your IG story, man, that was beautiful, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a beautiful location.
Yo, yo.
Hey, Frank. We've got Frankie boy over here. How are you?
It was full. I couldn't join. Like, I was like, I
Oh
was
yeah.
having lunch and I was like, what? You streaming? Okay.
Yeah, true. It was very last minute because we didn't see that Raja was not streaming, and people in the chat were like, "Hey, you should stream." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we should." But there's
100%.
there's 100 people limit in the Zoom, so first
Yeah,
come first serve.
Exactly. I was spamming that thing in the beginning. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, first come first serve. Right, we got the whole squad.
It's so weird to think like Raja's moving to Pakistan and all of the restrictions, because in Texas, legit, everybody's back to work. People aren't wearing masks. Like, it's so crazy to hear how the rest of the world is still in lockdown and restricted. It's crazy.
Yeah, true. It depends on where you are. I heard in like New Zealand that the economy is fully open. They're just throwing festivals and whatnot. Like there's nothing going on.
They took an approach way back when to over there and shit, like to that herding, and they had that shit under control for a while.
From the very beginning.
Yeah, they was trying to manage it, not just hey, good luck.
I see. See, I heard somebody talk about gold buys. Let's actually, I guess, discuss a little bit of gold buys. Personally, I'm not really a fan of gold buys. If they do come into play, then I'll just cheer them on. But I think gold buys are going to be pretty good, but above 1822,500, because then you're breaking some bearish structure, and we have clean traffic to the left. But there are some issues you might want to keep into consideration here based on the 4-hour. You might run into issues on these areas with gold buys. And I think if this is going to be a fake out over here, let me annotate. If this over here is a fake out, then I personally, what we want to see is for price to kind of start closing above this level and form a support over here, and potentially, you know, to continue up to this range. Can I take a look at your chart? Of course. Let's take a look. So I got a whole different kind of link over here. Oh. Okay, sells on gold. I am waiting for 230 for unemployment claims to push gold possibly down. Sells below 1811 with candle closing and breaking the low, or break the low of 1809 with volume, big candle to the size to left. So sells below 1811 or break of the low at 1809. Let's take a look at 1811. Yeah, if we get a candle closing below 1811, that's going to be really, really good. Break below 1809, risky, but possible. Yeah. So we have unemployment claims at 2:30, so 30 minutes after NY open. Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, right here at 2:30. Yeah, so that's going to be towards 30 minutes after New York open. So that's definitely going to be something to keep in mind. And what are they expecting? Let's see. Oh, more or less the same numbers, right? So it should be a little bit good. They're expecting somewhat good numbers. So gold with good numbers for the USD, gold should go down. So that does, you know, the fundamentals do align with the technical. So that's something pretty interesting. So what currencies do we usually take? Me personally, I focus on pound yen. I think pound yen is a very nice currency to focus on because, you know, the pound is a very volatile pair compared to the euro, compared to, Swiss franc or whatever. So pound is really nice. And then yen, because the yen is closed at this time. So whatever moves happen into the pound are amplified because, the yen is quiet. So it's pretty easy. And then gold, because lately on pound yen, we are in post-Brexit market conditions. Therefore, we see that there's not many catalysts going on that cause some crazy moves on pound yen. So it's been rather quiet for the past since the beginning of this year, to be honest. So I've been taking a look at gold for the past since November 2020, so a good couple months. And lately I've been starting to trade it on gold full time, and it's going pretty well. It definitely makes up for what GJ doesn't do. We see that slowly we are forming some form of rejections from this level over here. So let's take a look at the 15-minute. Yeah, so this is going to be a tricky situation. If this 15-minute closes bearish, I think some people might get themselves in a little bit of a pickle over here because it's closing bearish above this support. So you might find that the next candle can kind of because these candles are breaking back into the range, if this candle closes weak bearish above this support, next candle might just kind of break this high and go bullish up until here. So I think if we get a really good, strong close on gold, let's say below 13.500, then we will have a pretty good opportunity to retest this low. And this is about some 30 pip range. So that's pretty good. You can easily get 15, 20 pips out of this range. And runners, sheesh, runners.
Man, like Master P is doing the work.
Hey, Luke. You managed to get in the Zoom?
Yeah, man. I was clicking on it and I managed to get in, but I'm outside
nice.
right now. Enjoy your
nice.
day, guys, and make sure you get some winning trades right there in the New York session. And I'm gonna head off again, guys. So
yeah,
thank
man.
you guys
Take care.
as well. So I'm gonna head off. See ya.
See you. So those men like Luke coming in to say hello. See, we got some charts coming in the Zoom. What's this? Oh, pound Australian dollar. So potential buys above 1.82, potential sells below. I think from this time frame, the 1 hour, that makes sense. Maybe we can analyze some pound AUD. Let me take a. Oh, so there's also another idea from Jules. So we had an idea from Jan Yu on pound AUD, and now we have an idea from Jules about pound AUD, but I don't quite know what to do with this chart. There's not much annotated, but the zones make sense. Yeah, zones make sense. That's all I can say. Very nice. So let's analyze some pound AUD over here in the meantime. We're going to take a look at, so we have GJ is closing in 11 minutes, and we're going to take a look at the price over here. If price starts trading above 800, that's going to be something to look out for. And oh, sheesh, gold is kind of going bullish over here. So you see that this area is kind of a tricky area. So to trade in, you don't. So let's take a look at pound AUD. GBP AUD. So let's start top-down analysis. Let's make sure, yep, it's still good. Okay. Man, what a messy pair. Wow. Look at all these dojis and whatnot. So weekly is pretty bullish. Daily is pretty bullish. Yesterday was a rather big candle closing above. It's closing above this resist. Damn, let me get this right. So it's closing above this daily resistance. So if this was the 30-minute time frame, you'd probably be interested in taking buys once this candle broke the high over here with a stop loss below there, which is 72 pips, and then you aim for like 100 pips because it's a daily time frame. So let's take a look left. So left, we have this little wick over here that can be filled at a 1.826. So let's take a look on the lower time frames. For this wick to get filled, we need to see supports start to print above this daily resistance over here. So we're going to keep this daily resistance over here, even though it overlaps candles. We see that these candles over here created wicks grabbing liquidity. And if this 4 hour can close bullish, that might be a good indication for the next one to fill this range and then come over here, which is a 50 pip range. So for that idea to play out, oh, look at that. For that idea to play out, we need to break above this level. Extend left. Yeah, so we need to break above this level, and then we can target this 30 pip range over here. Let's see if there's any issues looking left. Yeah, that makes sense. There's no issues looking left, and we got this wick fill on the daily. So yeah, that makes sense. And for sells, yeah, I guess sells, yeah, sells below here. You've got this clean candle over here, which is a 40 pip range. So that also makes sense. And so right here. Now these wicks are probably going to be something to keep in mind. They're probably going to be, if candle does close below here, this is probably going to be where you want to secure your position, put stop loss at break even, and then leave the runner to run down to this level. And so I think this is probably the exact same analysis that Jan Yu had over here. Where is it? Yeah, right here. The exact same analysis, except he has his level down here, which is more a aggressive level. That depends, you know, with a lot of volume, we should tap into 1.81. But if you want to be conservative, then you have 1.82. Now, I haven't looked at the pound AUD long enough to know whether it's going to have enough volume to kind of tap into this range. So, but anyway, by this point, you should have already secured your 10 pips and put stop loss at break even, so it doesn't really matter. Got another Tradingview chart from the Gulag, from the Zoom. Buys are valid above this area? Yes, I think so. In my opinion, they're pretty valid. Oh, look at that. And we're breaking above this area. So it's going to be the moment of truth. This is where we're going to find out if buys are really valid or if they're not. So 4 hour is going bullish. And so long 4 hour stays above this level, it's going to keep on going bullish. So that's kind of something, this is kind of a key level. And it coincides a little bit with these levels in the past as well. So yeah,
I didn't even notice it, but boy, that fresh haircut looks fresh.
Oh yeah, thank you. Got it the other day just in time.
Yeah, looks good. Yeah, I was like, oh, he got his haircut. That's nice.
You. Yeah. And are you looking for anything in this session, Frank? Or are you here to chill and relax?
Yeah, I mean, I won't trade. I mean, it's like my main account. I'm not touching it. I'm using this demo like to start practicing on gold and to maybe start getting into gold. So what I was looking at on gold, it was like you said, like sales below that level. But the only thing I actually saw is like the weekly, like could flip bullish, maybe, or like it's still like it closed above previous like resistance. So on the daily, like you could expect like a bullish daily, and that's why where it touched exactly that wick where is like 1808. So I mean,
oh yeah, right,
that was a level I was paying attention to. But it's still like, I don't know, I'll try it if this 30-minute closes above 1815 for buys, because of like the higher time frame confirmations would give me that like sign that it could go back up. But it's still, I mean, I'm still pretty new to gold, and I don't want to like say anything and like people take it. And
yeah, that's a valid idea, I think, because if we do take a look at the big picture, we do have this little range over here, which we broke below. But in the grand scheme of things, this is also a little range. So essentially, we've created this little range over here. And for me, what I see is I see this bearish momentum coming in from yesterday, which came in from CPI. And today, you know, we created this resistance in pre-London. So, but if we do keep trading below this level, then potentially you can retrace here. But you are right. If candles do start trading above this level, and since the overall sentiment on gold is pretty bullish based on, you know, the technical analysis on the weekly time frame, on the monthly time frame, and things like that, it's still pretty bullish. So if we do keep respecting this level, then there is a really high chance that we can tap back into, you know, like 1840. And then from there, who knows, we might just continue ranging or break above 1840 and continue upwards.
Yeah.
We do have kind of a similar situation on gold as on pound yen, because we see that we have this little resistance over here. And if we do keep breaking above this resistance, then we have a 40 pip clean traffic there. So potentially you might see some buys above this level already, if this is a fake out.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's just like the higher time frames are still very bullish, like the weekly, the daily. The daily was bearish, but still, it's still in a very big uptrend. So, like you said, if we respect that level, could maybe get some buys back up. But if, like you said, if we break, then it's sure you should get some downside. And this is like the only level now, also on the weekly, looking at it, because I mean, there's only 2 days left. So if it does flip bullish, then you could like retest those highs. But if it doesn't respect that level, then the weekly is going to be bearish also, and then it'll just keep going down.
Yeah, true. We might see just the weekly doing a little bit of a like a booby trap, where the next weekly breaks the high and continues bullish. But who knows? For now, I think potentially buys, you can see buys above this this level over here if we do form a support, however, because if we look on the lower time frames, you can have some resistances, some issues. So we're not quite sure, and prices already be moving, and we see candles kind of getting a little bit weaker bodies. So for buys above here, you might want to see a little bit of a support formation or something like that. And for sells, it's a little bit delicate. If you want to get in sells to retest this low, then I think you need to really keep in mind these wicks over here. These wicks might be somewhere where price kind of comes to form a support to continue back up if this is a fake out. Let's take a look on the 5 minute. Actually, maybe we might. Okay, yeah, nice. In the 5 minute, we have this little structural point. So if we break below here, then it's going to be very safe opportunity to fill this range, potentially. Yeah, sells below the low, that they're going to be killer. So I think we might just need to wait for the unemployment claims to come in. If there's a huge variation, so they're expecting, previous one was about 5 million. Yeah, 5 million, 500K. And we're expecting 487K, so slightly less. So about 10K less, or about 1 million or something, I don't know. But if this comes out really good, like let's say 450, then oh boy, gold is gonna just sheesh, it's gonna correct this whole move down if it comes in really good for the USD. Because this is just absolutely like the cleanest of clean traffic, even on the 5 minute. Look at that, damn! It's just 2 5 minutes, 3 5 minutes going up, damn. So how is the Gulag doing? How's the chat? Oh wow, we have 700 people in the YouTube chat. We haven't called out a trade, so the likes are only at 200, which is okay. We've broken down some ideas, and let's see what happens. So we've got...
Master, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you, Viggy?
I think GJ might be setting up for some buys if this 30 closes above resistance. And I was thinking maybe the next 30 can wick down for a good stop loss and then break the highs. So anticipating volume to push the 1 hour to go higher. That's what I was thinking, maybe.
Yes, potentially that is a good idea. But for that, you do want to see this 15-minute kind of close with a strong body, because if this 15-minute closes with a weak body, then it's rejecting this area over here. And if we take a look on the 1 hour, we see bearish. We still have bearish momentum. So potentially 1 hour can still create a resistance to retest these lows.
Makes sense.
Yes, so you want to see a lot of a very strong confirmation of volume closing above here.
Makes sense, bro.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy to help. Potentially, if this 15-minute does close weak bearish, it's going to be tricky. But then if the 30-minute breaks the high towards the second half, maybe potentially that could be idea. But we're going to have to take it by the ear. Right now, it's kind of closing at my resistance level. Gold closed weak bullish as well on the 30-minute below this level. So let's see what happens. I think for now we can just delete these zones and not overthink anything. Pound AUD still in this range over here. All right. Can I please look at GU? Yes, let's do some top-down analysis on GU. We're going to keep it open. GBP, USD. Now, I'm not a huge fan of GU right now because both the pound and the US dollar are open. So you might find that could be some consolidation, but let's take a look. So daily is coming down bearish. It tapped into like this daily resistance, which now theoretically might turn into a support. Oh, we got some very old analysis down there. So daily created this high. It seems rather bullish. Let's actually take a look at the higher time frames, how this is shaping up. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, there's support on the monthly. Monthly's going up into this rejection area over here. So the biased sentiment seems pretty bullish. We are trading above these levels, but we're also rejecting these levels. So question is daily going to create a support? A support to continue on pushing bullish and filling these wicks over here on the weekly. And for that we see that, let's adjust this resistance over here. For that, we see that we have this support over here. We tapped into this support and we're coming in bullish. We do have a structural point over here. This is like a key structure point for this downtrend because, you know, it created a low resistance and a lower low, and this is a lower high. If this lower high breaks, then, you know, we can say that that the daily is going to continue creating bullish to fill those wicks. So right now, pretty messy. I think if you can get resistances formed below here, potentially you might, or, oh, okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah, I think because we're tapping into a very strong support and we start breaking above here, then I think we can fill this clean traffic on the left, but this is still a range over here. It's not the cleanest, and both the pound and the dollar are currently open. So I think really good buys are going to, really safe buys are going to be above here. And
gold is going.
oh, it's going up.
I got in on the 15-minute break at the high, like the 30.
Okay, yeah, nice. Because then it's creating this support. It's a booby trap.
We'll see what it does. I mean,
and you have like a 20 pip range.
Yeah, now, I mean, if the 1 hour closes like this, then 4 hour means it made support, respected that support. And then it makes sense to go and retest resistance.
Yeah, so, that's true. That's true. Then you're going to be ranging in this zone. A little bit of a shame. I was really excited for sells, but
yeah,
let's not discard them just yet. We have NY open, NYSE open, so let's see what happens. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, the 1 hour close is going to be crucial to see where it closes.
True. Let's see. We're coming into the first 15 minutes of this new 30-minute, which is the last 30-minute of this hourly candle. 4 hour is still pretty bullish. I'm gonna add a little zone here because I want to really keep this level in mind, because if we tapped into this resistance and then we tap here, but we respect this level, then I think we're going to continue ranging. The good old 153, 950. Where is Wix Don't Lie? He is, today's a special day for him, so he decided to take the day off. Which indices move during London? Well, every country has its own indices. So if you look like the London index. So I think there's the FTSE, it's called the FTSE 100. So probably these London-based indexes, they move a lot. The Euro index, they move a lot. You have like the DAX, which is the German index. You have the Dutch 25, which is, you know, the Dutch index of the Netherlands. And honestly, looking at pound yen, I think if this 15-minute closes with a strong bullish body and the next one breaks the high, then I think we might see some potential buying opportunities going up to fill this range over here. And the 4-hour can continue on bullish to create a support to retest these highs in an overall bullish market. Because the daily has not broken the low yet. So technically, theoretically, there's a higher probability for this daily candle to kind of close bullish or continue the overall bullish move. Or we might see it close like weak bearish and the next one break the high and continue up. So that's something I'm looking out for. I don't know if I will execute on it. I already took a trade in London session over here. Once this, because we were at this very strong support over here. We all know the price 153.950, which was the top end of this range where we were in for 2 days. And basically, yeah, price created this new range over here in London session. And this candle over here, it closed below the most recent levels. People were looking for sells, but we discussed here on Luke's stream. If you go on the channel and you watch the, you know, the London session stream, you'll know why we discussed why selling was not a good idea over here, and we broke down why buying was a better idea. And eventually, this trade got stopped out of break even. The runner, we secured 10 pips, stopped, and the runner stopped out of break even. But ultimately, I left a 10% runner to see if we can break above 153.300. Because if we break above 153.300, then 155 is next target. So it's going to be an interesting target.
Gold is pushing.
Ooh, very nice.
Like, it's only been 2 weeks that I've started to like just seeing GJ how much like we've ranged, like starting to get interested into gold. And it's actually fun. Like, it just like, it moves like way quicker than GJ.
True. Like for gold, 20, 30 pips is GJ's 10 pips.
Exactly.
But then there's also a little bit of a catch to that, is that
Yeah.
if you trade gold during London.
Yeah, but if you also like lose, you'll lose the very quick also.
Yeah,
like...
that too. But it makes sense because your targets on gold, oftentimes your stop loss is going to be 10 pips, but your target is 20, 30 pips. So even if you take a full 10 pip loss, in the long term, you're going to win like twice, 3 times more than what you risk.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, let's see YouTube chat.
I have a question.
Yes, Michelle.
All right. So when you have a take profit and y'all close out 90% and you leave like a 10% runner, but you've already hit your take profit target, where are you letting your runner run to? Like, I never really hear anybody say like, this is the target for my runner. Are you leaving it running for sessions or hours, or how do you determine where to close out the runner? Because a lot of people seem to say, well, my runner went back to break even.
Yeah,
I never really understand, well, where did you want it to go so I don't know, like who has success with their runners and how that works.
Yeah, like 80% of the times your runners do get stopped out of break even, but essentially you leave them to hit the next what's it called, the next key level. So like if we take a look here on pound AUD, for example, if we break below here, you're going to fill these wicks, which is 15 pips, and you can secure 10 pips, and then leave your runner running to this level over here, which is 50 pips. But if you leave full position running over here, the probability of you getting stopped out of break even is is way too high. So that's why we always secure 10 pips and then leave a runner to the next biggest target. And that all depends on what you, if you trade intra-session, then you want to aim to hit, you know, the 4-hour target, because 4-hour is like an intra-session, is a pretty good target for intra-session trading. If you trade higher timeframes, then you're going to want to look at daily targets, daily levels, and something
So
like that.
do you just like where that next range, that next resistance or support, do you go put an order out there and then just leave like your break even or that order sitting out there? Or do you just keep watching it? What do most people do?
No, you just put your stop loss at break even and then you take profit wherever you want, and then you can just walk away from the charts, leave it running. Sometimes if you're like in a bullish trend, you know, like on GJ, you know, has been in a very bullish trend for a very long time. So what some people do is they just cancel their stop loss. Oh, whoa. Not cancel their stop, cancel their take profit. They cancel their take profit and just let it run with the trend until they see something they don't like anymore. You don't want to be canceling
their stop losses.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. I don't know where that came out from. But yeah, let's take a look. We've got this 15-minute candle closing in 3 minutes over here, and let's take a look at how the 5-minute is closing. It's kind of in a little bit of a predicament because, you know, the 1 hour might has created a low, so we might see a spillover of bearish momentum to retest this low, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, and to add on that, runner, I mean, what I sometimes do is like if it's really in a like trendy market, like just like I trail my stop under the current like 30-minute, 1 hour current support or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even have a take profit. I just like trail the stop like higher and higher as it goes.
That's actually a really good idea to do the trailing stop. I'd be curious in the chat for anybody to like comment on what their biggest runner has ever, like how many pips. That'd be cool to see.
Mm.
Oh wow, sheesh. GJ, what are you doing over here? So yeah, I think people are going to be executing on this trade on their own discretion over here. We have what's it called? New York Open coming in 15 minutes. So we did give out a little bit of an idea of what could potentially happen if we start breaking above these highs in the second half of the 30-minute. So people are executing on their own plan. I think I'm gonna move this resistance. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel this resistance and just leave a line to keep for something, you know, to keep in mind. So I think if this 15-minute closes like this with this very strong bullish body, and the next one can create a wick down and break this high, then I think that's going to be a pretty good idea to come up to, you know, 153.950. But we have this 1 hour closing. So this is going to be the last 15-minute of this hourly candle closing. So this is where you're going to have to use your own discretion and your own experience and ask yourself, you know, historically, has the last 15 minutes of the hourly candle before New York time, has it pushed or has it retraced? Now, I haven't traded New York enough to say that, but technically, from a technical perspective, it makes perfect sense to come up to 153.950. So that is if this 15-minute just doesn't pump up.
Yeah, I got in that 15-minute break of the high.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, we
Stops
discussed
under
that.
the 50.
Yeah, very nice, man. We discussed that a little while ago, I remember.
Yeah, because I've seen this happening a lot of times during pre-New York and New York Open. And this is the last 1 hour candle before the New York Open. So I've seen this happening a lot of times. So, and it's already in like about 4 pips, 5 pips in profit. So if it comes back to entry, I'll just get my position. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, this candle closed with no wick, so it becomes a delicate situation.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see.
But because you're 5 pips in profit, you can probably just
Yeah,
see
makes
if I
sense.
can hit 10. Usually, if I'm in a trade and candle closes with no wick, like 1 or 2, 3 pips above my entry, I just close 50% right there. But
Yep, magic keys.
And the fact that gold closed back in that like respected resistance, like I closed 80%. For me, it's really not a good sign. Especially how big that wick. I mean, I still have to practice on gold because like I don't know how big the wicks are supposed to be and stuff like that. But
true.
like looking at GJ, if that would have happened on GJ, I would.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Somebody hopped in on GJ. I hope you didn't hop in when the candle closed with no wick, because that's kind of an unfavorable situation over there to hop into buys. Hey, can you please check my gold trade? Oh, let's take a look. What is this gold trade going to be? Is it a buy or a sell? Oh, look at, oh, level created here. To enter a sell here as the previous gladiator candle closes with a wick below. Close 50% at the price halfway. Wait, what? Closed 50% at the price gets to halfway stop to entry. Oh, okay, okay. Closed all position here as price breaks the level created. Oh, yeah. So how much did this go into profit? I don't think you should have really let this become a loser, to be honest, because price went, ooh, look at that. It went 26 pips in profit. That's, and your stop loss was, where's this trade? Your stop loss was up there. Let's see. Oh, so your stop loss was up there. You had 26 profit. So I think you're probably aiming for a 1-to-1, right? But yeah, I think you could have, what you could have done, I think this trade was a really, really good trade, really well thought out trade. This candle did break below, but I think you could have done two things to make this trade a better trade. You could have potentially entered once this candle broke this low over here, because, you know, let me annotate. This candle over here closed bearish. Yes. Oh, hello.
Yo, what's up? Don't forget
Hey.
to like and subscribe, guys. I forgot to say, you know the vibe.
Oh, look, of course. I almost didn't
He's
recognize
back
your
again.
voice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
man,
break
it's
down this gold. Yeah. So guys, definitely leave a like on this stream, because we're about to break down how somebody, you know, this person sent in an analysis on gold, and now we're gonna give him some free feedback on how to, you know, have made this a better trade. So certain people out there charge 20,000 dollars a month for this kind of feedback. JP, but yeah, so
man's calling numbers.
yeah, we all know that guy. So yeah, this candle closed bearish in an overall, you know, kind of a bearish sentiment. This candle over here created a top wick and broke this low. So I think what you could have done differently is having taken a sell once this low, because at that point, your stop loss would have been much, much smaller than 40 pips. It would have been 20 pips. So that right there, you know, reduces your risk by 50% and increases your target by much more, right? So I think that's one thing you could have done differently, but maybe perhaps there for you, if you're not an impulsive trader, maybe they're breaking the low was not a confirmation and you needed to wait for the candle to close. That's also, you know, a very viable option. But what you could have done then at that point, instead of having a 40 pip stop loss, is perhaps, let's take a look. This candle closed over here. So instead of maybe having a 40 pip stop loss above the 30-minute, is probably had a stop loss above the 15, which would have been, you know, a 28 pip. So that's already a little less. And then you would have been somewhat 1-to-1. So you could have secured here, and then the rest would have been stopped out of break even. But yeah, ideally you could have found, you know, maybe another way to have a tighter stop loss of around 10 pips and have secured some 25 pips. Then this trade would definitely not have been a loser. So I think you need to take a look into that, because this trade, when something goes 10, 20 pips into profit, it should definitely not become a losing trade. That's just a shame to let something like that turn into a loss. So I hope you learned something from that. somebody, if you learned something from that, leave a like on the stream, you know, free knowledge. We've called out a little bit of some pound yen buys, but candle closed with no wick. Next candle is coming down. So yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that it had to close with no wick, but hopefully people are managing risks, so it should all be good. Pound AUD. So look, oh, Johannes.
What about US 30, man?
Oh, what about
Are
US
you
30? I have no
Yes.
clue.
Are you also trading?
I have no clue about US 30, but we can have a look for fun. Let's have a look for funsies. But
Yeah, because like I do know like couple people are really good at in the Slack. So that's why I just want to learn how to trade with the US 30.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, there's this one guy in the Slack, US 30 killer. That guy is killing it on US 30. But here, US 30, I think it moves more around NYSE open because it's a composite of the 30 biggest companies in America. And these companies, they open at 9:30. The US stock exchange opens at 9:30. So that's when this will have a lot of volume. But we can take a look at it for now. It seems like it's coming down bearish. It broke below this very key level over here. It created a top wick. And if we look left, we need to ask ourselves, you know, where can the next target be? And I think the next target can be this structural point over here. We're gonna have to dissect this point over here on the lower time frames, but I think let's move this a little bit down over here. So let's dissect this information over here on the lower time frames, and we see that this information concludes to a support, which is being respected right now. And if we adjust this level over here based on this 4 hour, we see prices coming down bearish. It broke below this support over here, probably on the 1 hour. Yeah, right there on the 1 hour. Oh, wow. So this was a pretty nice confirmation once it broke this low to tap into this support over here. But for now, I think if you trade US 30, I think probably getting a bearish candle closing over here to retest this low might be a pretty good idea. But I don't trade US 30. I don't know when it moves, how it moves. So take it with a grain of salt. Ooh, pound yen is rejecting this level.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, happy to help. Are you going to place buy sell orders with TP for 230 unemployment claims? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think you should do that because it's not a super high impact news like NFP or CPI or ADP. So you're probably just going to want to trade the aftermath of this news event, which is coming out in 40 minutes. So maybe gold over here is just setting up to create a resistance and go down with unemployment if unemployment comes out really well. So we've got 800 people watching and 300 likes. Let's see if we can pump those to that ratio to 50%. You know, see if we can get 400 likes. But I think that's going to come in once you get a winning trade idea. Man, so many messages flying in YouTube. Okay, I don't see. Yeah, Raja community is the best one. Yes. Why so many dislikes? Oh, there's only 12 dislikes. That's not a bad ratio. I think it's the same 12 people that come to dislike the stream every day.
And dislikes aren't a bad thing because it's still is them interacting with the stream. So hey.
Yeah, exactly. It actually boosts the engagements, whether you like or dislike. Ooh, let's take a look at this. So this 15-minute created this a bullish engulfing pattern, and now we're breaking the low. So this is a pretty bearish confirmation, but I think we're going to need to wait a little bit longer for maybe this 30-minute to close, and then the next 30-minute break the low. But we'll have to see if that's something we can execute on, because we have news coming out over here, unemployment, and they are anticipating good numbers, because there's going to be less unemployed people, which is good for the economy, because, you know, we've got more people paying taxes as they work. And if that's good for the USD economy, then gold should go down. But obviously the market is not that simple. It's not so clear cut always. So it might already be priced in with the news, but I don't know. We're going to have to take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, took the L. I wanted to try the idea, but it was risky because, of course, I mean, I was against like the 4-hour trend and 1 hour. But
true, and you're in this really big area. So like I have this
no,
level
100%.
marked, but in reality, I think like this whole area over here is kind of sketchy. I think
yeah, of course.
This whole area is a little bit sketchy because you see it's consolidating. So even for sells, you want it to really close below. Let me fix this back up. Yeah, so you really want it to for really safe sells, you kind of want it to start closing below these wicks. Yeah, we're gonna see if this 30-minute closes like bearish engulfing in 3 minutes, then that might be a potential execution once it breaks the low. But if it closes weak bearish like this above these levels, it's going to be very delicate. And plus on gold, if gold does go down, there's going to be plenty more opportunities below here. Once it starts closing below here, you know, the 5-minute is going to give opportunities over here. So you don't have to be in it from up here. Just know that. Oh, wow. What? Pound yen is going back up. Respected this low. Oh, you know what? You know what? This is a very, very beautiful thing over here on pound yen. I think what I call this the booby play, because the booby trap play, because this candle is closing bearish. New traders are going to be enticed into taking a sell. So they're like, oh, candle closed bearish, we can come down. But what you might find on a very high volume pair like GJ is that the next candle breaks the high and kind of comes up to create higher highs. And because this candle has very little top wick, that makes it very interesting. So we'll see how weak this closes. Let's take a look on the 5-minute. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very good opportunity. This is something I'm going to, be able to call out live with a lot of confidence.
There's some speech about the GBP in like 2 minutes. So
yeah, oh yeah, that too. Of course, there was a BOE speaking, but I think where is that? Thursday. No, wait, that was yesterday, wasn't it? Today's Thursday, right? Yes, 13. Oh, here. Well, that's in 2 hours. That's in way further ahead, I think. Oh no, never mind. Right here, I see it. But yeah, I don't think that's going to really affect it much, because it's not a news event that's released right then and there. It's kind of a speech, so you might see it affect the price later on.
Just to
because he was talking earlier, because he was talking in the beginning of the week, and it had no effect on GJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but right now this candle is so we see the 50 minutes candle's kind of closing a little too strong, which in terms translates into this 30-minute kind of closing with a weak body and a big rejection wick. So taking a trade at the break of this high, not the best situation to be in. Definitely not. If it had closed like with a weak body up here or something, 100% I would take a buy up here and to go up like that. But this is too much of a rejection to take a buy. So we're going to be looking at gold. Gold is closing. We see candles are getting weaker and weaker. Let me annotate. So we see candles are getting weaker. So we have a really big 30-minute candle. We have a, like a weak body candle. Then we have another weak body candle with a big rejection, rejecting this level, closing below this level. This candle kind of started no bottom wick. So we are seeing some indications of a potential, top being formed to go down. And I hear Ted a lot saying about the North America session, always typically has a pullback for the North America Open, but I'm not quite sure of the exact times. I rarely ever trade New York session. Yeah, so this 1 hour on GJ closing very weak below this level, so nothing to be done yet. Nothing can be done. How is the Gulag doing? Let's see how the other pairs are closing. So GA still closing in this range, nothing to be done. GU is still kind of like this. Nothing to really be done. Maybe if it closes below here, we can fill this wick. No, we created resistance, but closed with no wick. Next candle is going up. Mate, how did you started in trading? Can you say something to inspire us? So I started in trading basically because I saw these people around me. They had really good 9-to-5 jobs. They had really good salaries, but everybody still had money problems because they weren't managing money correctly. But they were super, super hardworking people. So I kind of came to a conclusion that working hard alone isn't going to, give you what you want. So from that point on, I started looking into business, and started discovering about liabilities, assets. I started looking to investing, and from investing, I realized I'm still too young to really invest for the long term, because even if I make 10%, 20% a year, which is an amazing return for an investment, it's still not going to be that much. So then I came into swing trading because I'm like, okay, maybe I can make the same returns, but a little bit faster, maybe 10, 20% a month. But the strategy I got into swing trading with was a very, very slow strategy. I would maybe have 2-3 trades a month. So that wasn't quite enough to make a living from that. So I discovered at one point Raja, and I saw how Raja, he was taking trades every day. He was practically winning every day, and he was taking these small moves. I'm like, they are small moves, but I could make a living out of this, taking 1 or 2 trades every day. So I joined Raja exactly 1 year ago, actually. Like in 18 May is going to be my exact 1 year with Raja. And yeah, things have been really great. My trading has really progressed into something I can be proud of. It's nowhere near perfect, but it's getting there. And that's what matters. Just got a notification. Unemployment went from 590 to 498. Fundamentals and technicals say it's going down. Yeah, it should go down technically. What do you think about US 30? Well, we kind of broke down US 30. I think it's a pretty good idea to continue going down, but I don't really look at US 30. Plus, it's highly, highly impacted by the fundamentals, because there's 30 different companies, and each different company has a different weight to this thing. So one company might account for a big majority of the movements. Other companies might account for a lesser majority of the movements. They might have less weight on where US 30 will go, but yeah, that's a lot of information to keep in mind for US 30. But if you can trade it well, the thing is, you you can really make a lot of money from that. The moves are huge. Can I look at NASDAQ? Not really, because it's probably going to be the same idea as US 30. Plus, it doesn't move much at New York Open. It probably moves a lot more at NYSE Open. I used to day trade US stocks at a prop firm. Back exactly also a year ago, they actually went bankrupt, which was also a big part of why I joined Raja. But we used to day trade US stocks, and every morning at 9:30 when the US markets opened, we would just be hammering buys and sells. We would take like 10 trades within the first 30 minutes of the market open, because that's the most high volatile time. And by then we'd usually be done within the first 30 minutes. What prop firm? It's a Dutch prop firm over here, started by this guy who was my first mentor, but he was kind of a letdown. Man was a 60-year-old guy who flipped his savings to a couple million and thought he was the shit. Started a prop firm. He didn't know fuck all about prop firm, didn't know fuck all about day trading. He just taught us about positive mindset and let us figure out the rest. And obviously that didn't go so well because we never got any strategy to learn. He just like, okay, guys, you need to think positively. You need to, do this and that. We never really learned any strategy, but definitely being there helped my discipline a lot. Like I've never blown an account. I've never removed the stop loss. I've always managed risk excellently. So I guess that was a bonus, but yeah, guy was a joke.
And how long has the guy been trading for?
Like 4 years or something.
And he put his savings and like he made like couple mil and.
Yeah, basically his story is one day he got fired at his job that he was at for like so many years, and he got spit out of the economy. He's like, oh shit. And he got a really big severance package. He got about 200,000 euros.
Whoa.
By being fired, because he worked there for many years. I think over close to 10 years, something like that. So he got fired. He got that package, and he went to Marcus de Maria. So I don't know if you guys know him, but Marcus de Maria, he's he's an educator in this kind of like investing world. He teaches people how to invest, how to trade, runs a prop firm in London. So he went to that guy, and this guy mentored him, but essentially just flipped his 200,000 severance package into a million plus. But yeah, the guy, nothing special about him, honestly. But at the time, he was my first mentor. He was the first like kind of like wealthy person I knew. So I'm like, oh wow. so yeah.
And I have a question, like, how did you get into the prop firm? Like, how did you recruit and all of that?
So it was about the time where I was learning about investing and swing trading, and I met this guy at Toastmasters. I don't know if you guys know Toastmasters, but it's kind of like this event where you go to learn, where you go to practice your public speaking skills. And I just happened to meet this one guy who knew this guy, who knew my first mentor. And I told him like I was really interested in investing. I was really interested in stocks and this. And he's like, oh, really? There's this guy over here. He's training people to be traders to trade for him. Maybe you should contact him. And I contacted him via this guy. And that's where things kind of spiraled into the trading world.
Said, hi, I would like to trade for you. And the guy was like, okay, come in my prop firm. And
yeah, I joined in at the very start. It was a brand new prop firm. Okay. It was started in 2019, February. That was the first batch of people. I was in the very first batch of people that came in. I think, there was like a couple hundred people signed up. Only like 30, 50 people showed up. Many of those 30, 50 people didn't even last until the end of the day. They just kind of went home because they got bored. And there was about, I think at the end of the day, 10 people stayed to actually sign up. So, and I was like one of the first batch to be there. And but yeah, it lasted about a year. It was pretty frustrating because they went under right about the time when I started seeing some results. You know, I was figuring shit out all by myself, seeing what worked in the US stocks and what didn't. And and by the time I was at that level, they kind of went under. So I was like, oh shit.
But why did you not continue like at home or on
With
yourself?
US stocks?
Yeah.
I did for about 3 months with demo money, because with US stocks, the requirements to get into the US equities is very high. There's a rule called the pattern day trader rule, which basically says if you want to take more than 3 positions a week, you need to have more than $25,000 in your trading account to to have that leverage, to have that margin, right? So there are some very high. Yes, it's not as easy as Forex. You know, in Forex you can open up a broker's account in an afternoon, slap 100 euros, 500 euros into it, and you know, trade whatever you want within an afternoon.
Isn't that like the day trading fees and shit where it comes in if you don't got like 25,000 in a broker account for the stock market?
Yeah, then you don't have any margin, so it all has. Yeah, you don't have any
You get
margins.
like two trades a week, and that's
Exactly.
it. Day trades.
Exactly. So after they went under, I kind of started trading demo because I wasn't 100% consistent yet. So I was trading demo, but then I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't know if US stocks are going to be it. So I kind of stopped doing that, and then that was when I hit my low, because I'm like, shit, you know, I want to be a trader, but I don't know where I'm going. And that's when I met Raja. I met Raja, and the guy told me, hey man, just you know, read candles, take 1 or 2 trades a day, don't over risk, don't over trade, and you'll be fine. And now I think I'm pretty fine.
That's interesting.
I think Raja changed the life of everybody.
Yeah, for real. Raja's a savage.
Yeah, it is.
Still a cool story.
Yeah, thank you. I think a bit unique.
You ever miss the stock market?
What I miss about the stock, I do miss certain aspects, the order flow. Like it just reading order flow, like on the level 2 in stocks, you have this screen, it's called the level 2. And this is one of the only indicators, which is a leading indicator, because this shows you the, what's it called? The positions in the market. So you can see like where the people have their orders to buy in and where people have their orders to get out, even if they're using pending orders. So you can actually kind of see like the supply and demand. And we would trade, we wouldn't even look at the charts, but we would only look at, majority of the time we'd be looking at this, we'd see where the liquidity and where can we enter to get into those liquidities. So yeah, I really miss that, because the connection you have with the market, reading this order flow, like it's just next level. And then you have the, so this is the level 2, and then you have the the order flow, which shows you the market executed orders. So what's it called? Oh, time of sale. Is it sale or sell? I think that's time of sale. Time of sale stocks. Yeah, so you have this little window, and this window shows you every trade that's been transacted, be it a pending order or a market order. So we would use these 2 pieces of information to really put on our trades. When we looked at the charts, we would look at the 1-minute chart, 3-minute chart, and 5-minute chart. So it was fucking hectic as hell. Oh, we have Nick, Invest in Yen, in the chat. What's up, Nick?
It's interesting. I'm in a stock right now and I'm watching it pre-market, and I'm watching the time and sales, and there's actually like it's transacting, but the chart's not actually showing the amount it's transacting at. It's pretty interesting because I'm waiting for this to pop up.
Yeah, true. But if you think about it, at the end of the day, it's all the same, because these support and resistances, technically, they're also liquidity pockets. So at the end of the day, we're kind of, everybody's in trading is kind of doing the same thing, but the way you do that thing, the way you interpret that thing can be completely different. Yeah, because we would like if price was Yeah, you can't really explain it with candlesticks. It's tricky.
And you would be at the office like all day, or you just come in for New York Stock Exchange Open?
No, I'd come in 3 times a week to trade the US Open, and I'd trade about 90 minutes. That was my trading time, 90 minutes, because 90 minutes into the market, then the US traders have their lunch breaks, and you see that the volume dies down after 90 minutes and then picks up again at the end, at the market close. So what Raja says about volume being the highest at market open and market close, it's 100% true. You see it everywhere. So we have unemployment coming out in 15 minutes, and gold is not looking like it's setting up for sells, which is a shame. Pound yen is in a little bit of a predicament. Maybe if this 30-minute close bullish, that could be the opportunity, but it's been giving us a very hard time in this range.
Gold still has no bottom wick on the 1 hour, so
yeah, that's true. So that could be something it can form in the next 15 minutes. Is trading my full-time job? Yes, pretty much it's my #1 priority. I have a couple other things going on, but those things revolve around Forex.
Hey, Masterpiece, somebody's asking how the ladder works on the level 2. If
how the ladder works.
I don't know if I could share my screen, y'all could see it on Apple in like real time.
Oh yeah, don't think we can share screens, but how it works is basically I can draw it out, but I mean this is kind of irrelevant to Forex. So you have the level 2, it's dissected into 2 parts. You have the bids and the asks. So the bids are going to be over here, and then at the top you're going to have the prices that are closest to your thing, and it's going to say like, you know, maybe on gold it's going to say like 1880. So it's going to say like 1880 on gold, and then there's going to be like, I don't know, 100. And then 100 indicates 100 lots. So, you know, there's people out there that are willing to buy gold at 1880, and this is the amount of position sizes that are going to be executed at 1880. And then you have the ask. Well, actually, kind of the other way around. This price should be lower, but on the ask side, you're going to have like, let's say 1870, and then you're going to see like maybe only 45 orders are at 1870. And that's going to tell you like, hey, there's more people looking to buy. Well, in this case, it would be more people would be looking to sell at 1880 than to buy at 1870. So that's, but yeah, I'm not really going to go into much detail because that's irrelevant for the Forex market. So we're just going to focus on this price action here. But it's always fascinating to learn about different aspects of the market and how they work. And no, there will be no sell stop, buy stops executed before the news, guys. I think you guys all saw Raja Banks execute those buy stops and sell stops for NFP, and now everybody's like, ooh, they just want this. Everybody wants them sell stops now. Man, pretty uneventful session. I thought it was going to be like a bomb session today, but not much going on. But it's still early. We still have NYSC, so who knows? Who knows? Let's not speak too early. Content. All right. Do you always secure at 10 pips with gold or other currency pairs? So with GJ, I pretty much always secure at 10 pips with gold. Sometimes depends on the range. I go to like 20 pips. I like to secure 20, 15 pips, and then, but I might only secure like a lesser percentage at 10, 15 pips or 20 pips on gold because I know that it can run to 30, 40 pips rather easily. No one should be in gold right now unless they are holding an old trade. Exactly. That's a very smart comment from Mobe. How old am I? I'm 19, turning 20 in August. Pretty young soul, fresh soul.
When's your birthday?
16 August.
Okay.
Note it down. Oh, we have Ingrid. What's up, Ingrid? She's the Magic Keys giveaway winner. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. That reminds me, guys, we have a Magic Keys giveaway on this very channel happening tomorrow. So definitely tune in with that. I almost forgot about that. Let me type it in somewhere over here. Magic Keys. Oh, let me write this down properly. Magic Keys give away tomorrow in London session. Yeah, perfect. So guys, we have because in this channel we hit 5,000 subscribers, we decided to Luke decided to give away 2 magic keys. One has already been giving out to our winner. She's in the chat right now, Ingrid. She won the first magic keys, so congratulations to her. She won the new magic keys with the new model. But we have a second. We were giving out 2, and we have an older model that somebody doesn't use. So we're going to give out that to somebody randomly. And I believe it's either going to happen tomorrow on this very channel during London session, or or tomorrow on an Instagram live video on Luke's Instagram. So definitely subscribe, hit the bell notification so that tomorrow you can, be notified when we go live on the London session. So you can, have your chance at winning a free magic keys. So definitely drop a subscribe for that. I thought Luke was going to dance live. That's going to be at 10,000 subscribers, guys. He doesn't really know about it. That's just something I've been telling the Gulag, but so hopefully he's gonna have to do it at 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys push us up to 10,000 subscribers, you might see Luke doing some dances live. Don't tell him though. Don't tell him I said it though. It's just that's what he has to do. Yeah. Ooh, somebody is entering a sell on GJ in the Gulag when this candle breaks the previous 15M candle low. Could be a possibility, but the range is not quite the best. It's a 15 pip range, but you have like rejections here, wicks here. On the hourly, you have an hourly support right over here, which is only 5-6 pips away. This one is 8.5 pips away, 8 pips away. So I don't know, man. Probably take a paper trade on those cells. Probably want to take a paper trade on those cells so you don't put any actual risk on it, because I don't think it's going to work out that well for you, mate. But who knows?
I mean, DJ does like to push during those high volume times, so it does break through traffic, but that's
could be, yeah. At that point, it comes down to your experience. So I haven't really seen how New York Open really affects GJ all too much in this situation. But if this was London session, I wouldn't really be too keen on that.
I mean, if it was London, we wouldn't even touch GJ, seeing where it is in that range, probably.
Yeah, true. Because look, we tapped into this, and now it's rejecting. So very uncertain candle. This candle basically covered the whole range. Like it tapped here, tapped there, and now it's closing like a doji. We have no clue what it wants to do. But yeah, on the higher time frame, kind of does look like you made a low with volume. Who knows? That's gonna have to be up to your own discretion. Oh yeah, let's send the YouTube link to the Zoom chat. So I sent the YouTube link to the Zoom chat. If you Zoom people want to do your due diligence and leave a like, leave a subscribe, you know, Luke is going to definitely appreciate that. Luke is going to come back in this evening. He's going to see his channels blown up. He's going to be, oh, wow, what happened? So let's leave him a nice, you know, present for him to come back to. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. Appreciate it. I really enjoyed the lives. Oh, this is like the 5th time I hear this. Should we put buy and sell stop on this news? No, please don't. Don't do it, because it's not super high volume news. It's not an NFP. It's not a ADP. It's not the, you know, CPI or interest rates. So watch out with that. Let's see if some guys from the London session want to join us over here. Oh, the WhatsApp is kind of booming. All right, the Zoom. Oh, nice. The Zoom is has 96 people in, so there's 4 spots available. Yeah, so gold, a little bit of a predicament, but we'll have to see how this news comes out in 2 minutes. So guys, I wouldn't put any pending orders. Absolutely not. I would wait for maybe the 15-minute, the next 15-minute candle to close. And if it closes in a way I like for sells, then I'll probably execute, but I'm not going to use a pending order at all. So
yeah, I'm debating on trading this news. I got slipped the other day.
Oh yeah,
I'm still feeling sour about it.
That was on what news was that on again? Yesterday we had, CPI, right?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, good, pretty good. We're
Yo, guys, how's it going?
Yeah,
Hey,
good. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, pretty good, man.
Yeah, we've got.
Yeah, I can hear you. You can
nice.
probably hear me pretty bad, but
It's okay. It's okay. We've got unemployment claims coming out in.
have you guys made any trade?
No, not yet. We're waiting for unemployment claims to come out in 2 minutes over here, in 1 minute,
Okay.
and then we'll see how
Nice.
candles form over there.
I'll shut the fuck up, okay?
Yeah, sure. You can come in, man, if you have anything to say. Just
well, yeah, perfect. I'll go off. See you.
Yeah, we can absorb this news, see how it forms. Oh, now we're at 100 people cap on Zoom again.
What's the next cap on Zoom? 1,000?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe 500 or 1,000, who knows? So we got news coming out in 2 minutes over here. Let's see how it comes out and how it affects the market. So we can do it like this, maybe. Oh, sheesh.
Going to flip.
Let's see how it's going to affect gold over here and how the numbers come out. So, all right, new candle opened, candle flipped bearish. Sheesh. Price is coming down. Let me see what are the spreads on gold right now. It's nothing crazy. Could have probably, no, probably not a good idea. I want to say probably could have executed a sell on the flip of the candle, but it did go like 15 pips in profit before it started rejecting. But yeah, basically all we have to do is wait for this 15-minute candle to close, and we're gonna have our answers. We're gonna have some answers, guys.
Ooh,
So
good numbers.
It came out extremely good, better than expected. So technically, theoretically, fundamentally, gold should go down, but we need to wait for the technical confirmations, because the markets are not that easy, guys. The markets, imagine the market was that easy that you just need to wait for news to come out better or worse than expected and just take a buy or sell, boom, everybody would be a millionaire. Look at it go up, you see. So yeah, taking a sell down there, no bueno. So yeah, who knows? Ooh.
You would have been in a sticky situation. Imagine you have sell stops, buy stops, like it activates your sell stop, stops you out.
Oh yeah, look at that. 50 pips, damn.
I mean, maybe your buy stops would have worked, but
Wait for this retracement.
Yeah. So volatile. It went down like 15 pips in 2 seconds once the candle flipped bearish, and then it went up in 50 pips in the next 10 seconds.
See, that's why I love gold so much, because we've seen 50 pips in both ways, and it's just like you don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. The best part is when it goes 50 pip when it's trending, and then it goes 50 pips in that direction. That's pretty nice. Oh, look at that! Somebody 37 pips profit on gold. That was a fast one. Sheesh, that was a 1 second trade over there. But yeah, we're just gonna wait for the market to absorb this news. It came out, much better than expected. So let's take a look. Where the fuck did the thing go? Okay, well, I lost the news thing. Let's open up a new one. Right here. So yeah, news came out much better than expected. So before you had basically 507 unemployments, so 1,000, which I think if we times that, which I think is 5 million, if I'm not mistaken. And numbers, they were expecting 4.78 million people to be unemployed, which is still better than before. But what it actually came out to be was 4.7 million. So that means less and less people are being don't have a job, which means more taxes are going to be paid, which is good for the dollar. And if it's good for the dollar, it should be bad for gold. So we're probably going to wait for this news to be absorbed by the market, and maybe by NYSE it can start coming down. So we've got to wait another hour for this situation. GJ is still in this predicament. So look at that. It kind of broke below this 15-minute low over here, and it rejected. So somebody said they were going to take a trade over there. I hope that they kind of stayed shy from that, or who knows. Let me make a little Instagram over here. Instagram post. All right, perfect. So yeah, let's wait for the market to absorb this news on gold, and maybe we'll see potentially some gold sells setting up in the next hour. If you guys want the gram, so I'll bring up Instagram. So we got Luke's Instagram over here. If this is the CEO of this YouTube channel, we got the man himself, Luke Trades London. Here we gave out the first Magic Key giveaway. Winner was announced on this live stream over here. Definitely give him a follow. He's 5 followers shy from 2,000 followers. So, boost him up. Give him a little surprise for when he gets back.
I'm sure he can. Sorry, I'm sure he can push that to 2K.
Oh, easily. Then you got my Instagram over here. This is my name. Got a little Master P. I try to provide as much value as I can. So give a follow, guys. And then we got little Frank boy. Frankie is over here too. I would give Frank a little shout out too. He doesn't have any posts yet. So Frank, you got to share some value over here.
One day.
Yeah, someday. And for you Lithuanian people, I don't know if there's any Lithuanian people in the chat, but we've actually got this amazing Forex trader over here. He actually has a little course for Lithuanian people. So I don't know if you guys speak, for anybody that speaks Lithuanian or has a hard time understanding English, this guy's your guy to go to. This morning, he caught out some nice trades over there. And then who else do we have? We have Invest in Yen. The whole family is getting shout out over here. But Invest in Yen, he's also a day one homie, been here since day one. He posts a lot of his recaps, a lot of the trades he takes in London session. Really great trader. Then we got Look Left trading as well. He also has, his little Instagram journal. This guy is a very detailed journal. He has a lot of detailed journals of his London trades. This was the trade we took this morning. So yeah, those are the grams over there. Oh, gold. What is going on here? Gold is going up. I don't think these gold sells are going to come into play. But maybe pound yen buys can come into play above 153.900. Oh yeah. So Magic Keys giveaway. Let's do this. Yeah, so if you want to apply to the Magic Keys giveaway, gotta follow these two guys. Just kidding. That's gonna be announced tomorrow, probably on the live, either on if you guys go on this channel's live stream tomorrow morning in London session, we're gonna announce a Magic Keys giveaway, or it might be on Instagram. We'll decide. We'll need to see. I'm not sure Luke decided yet. Yeah, gold is tricky. I guess gold is not going to do much today either. It didn't do much in London session, didn't do much in New York. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah, I mean, my trade, that was a bit of a gamble. Like I would never do that on my main account. But it's funny to see how like my idea can actually maybe like play out in the levels on the higher time frame, like weekly and daily, like are starting to maybe play out. So I mean, that's the whole thing that I like. I mean, even if you're not taking a trade, just watching what's happening, how levels are reacting, and just how everything's like playing out.
True. Yeah. But it did play out over here, like sort of a similar idea, but this time it was you were kind of like away from this nasty zone once it broke this high. Oh wait, but that was
news.
Yeah, I did that with news. I forgot. Yeah, sheesh, look at that. But we might see some opportunities forming here on pound yen if we can start breaking above these highs over here at 153.900. It all depends how strong this candle can close. If it can close above 153.900, it's going to be even better. But if it kind of rejects like this candle did or something, that's not going to be so nice.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's 4-hour close, so you would want it to close back above the previous resistance, so it's not in that range anymore.
Ooh, actually, it's good you mentioned the 4-hour close. I just overlooked that. So the 4-hour is closing bullish, and it's closing rather strong bullish. So this might be a confluence for price to kind of come up and retest this high, because we have clean traffic to the left, and the market is rather bullish in the sense that we haven't broken below the daily low yet. So if this was like, you know, an hourly time frame, and candles start closing above here, and you start seeing this, and the 30-minute respected the low while creating support, that could be, you know, potential idea to retest this high with the momentum, with volume. But the issue is just that we're in this range. So if we can form a support, I think that's going to be really a great idea, which coincides with the next 4-hour creating a bottom wick. And then if we break the high, it's going to be a really good trade. Or alternatively, if we do break the high towards the NYSE or towards, you know, London close, or towards the second half of the next 4-hour, then price could also come up bullish, which is kind of similar to a trade I took actually yesterday in New York session. So I've been really breaking my plan here 2 days in a row, trading outside my session, but that's okay. I took 2 trades yesterday. So if you guys go on my Instagram, you see over here, I called out how this trade was a no trade range. And I've been calling that out since the very beginning over here. How as soon as price created this, let me annotate. As soon as price created this resistance and this support, this candle closed below the resistance, and the next one tapped it and rejected. As soon as we came into London session, for me, this was a no trade range. And I took 0 trades in this range. And then yesterday, I just so happened to be looking at the charts when this candle was closing. And it was a very similar situation to right now. It had maybe 17 minutes left to close. And I'm like, ooh, it's closing above. We've been ranging for 2 days. There's going to be a lot of volume. And I saw the next 4-hour. It actually went bearish with no top wick. And that's where I executed my first buy position, was right as the candle flipped bullish with no top wick. My stop loss was about 7 pips, 8 pips. And price went 9 pips in profit. I closed 50%, put stops at break even. The rest got stopped out of break even, unfortunately. And then I gave it a second chance once the 4-hour broke the high. Broke the high over here. That was a pretty easy trade. Secured 10 pips in like 2 minutes and things like that. But I didn't trade in this range at all. So maybe I can show you guys. Maybe I can show you guys my MetaTrader. I don't know if I want to show them the digits of my account. So I'll probably do this I'll probably do it like this. I'll hide this section. Let me hide this section so you guys can't see the specific numbers over here. Like, I'll show you guys it's a live account, of course, but I don't want you guys to see my account numbers just in case. Who knows what can happen, right? Who knows what can happen? Oh, okay. You guys saw that. Oh, okay. Got to be careful. So it's an IC Markets live account over here. Pound yen. Pound yen on the 30-minute. Let's take a look maybe on the 15-minute. We can, Yeah, over here. So the first buy was kind of executed over here. Candle, when the 4-hour had flipped bullish, stop loss was like 6-7 pips, and secured over here at 8 pips, 50% at 8 pips, and stopped out at break even. And then once the 4-hour broke this high, I took a little buy at 0.200 and secured the bag at 10 pips, and the rest got stopped out at +1 pips to cover the spread and commission. And funny enough, I called this out on controller's stream because Raja ended his stream early, so I went over to controller, check how he's doing, and he actually missed the trade, so I called it out for his chat. But and yeah, and then today we took this little buy over here, secured like 10-11 pips, rest got stopped out of break even, and nothing yet. And on gold, last trade on gold was actually this one. So last trade on gold was this trade over here. It was more of a silly trade, but you know, we managed risk. I secured, I risked 12 pips, but managed to risk 10, 12 pips, 13 pips even, but got stopped out for a 3 pip loss, 2.5 pip loss, 3 pip loss. So managed risk very well there, you see. And price ultimately went fucking 20 pips in drawdown. So risk management right there. Okay. Gold selling? No, I don't think so. Gold's pretty bullish. What indicator is that? There are no indicators. No trade, no loss. Yes, sir. I mean, this isn't really my session, so I'm not. Only thing I was looking at was gold sells. I was looking at gold sells. They aren't really coming into play, and we see that it's breaking this bearish structure. So I think the probability, like we discussed in the beginning of the stream, was how gold. It was in this little range over here, and now it kind of broke out into this bigger range. So, and if we start breaking over here, then I think there's a very high probability to tap into here, into this resistance. And then from there, potentially, who knows? I don't know. Maybe come back to here and continue ranging. I don't know. But all I know is that the move from here to here is going to be pretty high probability. What indicator is that with the wins and losses or RR percentage on your MetaTrader 5? Like you mean the thing that shows you the thing? Like these little arrows? Like, what do you mean? Oh, so you mean like these little arrows over here? You go into settings, properties, you get this thing out, properties, and then you go to show and then show trade history. Or no, yeah, show trade history. If you click that, boom, it goes away. If you go to properties, then show trade history again, click it, boom, it appears. So yeah.
Yeah, and gold also is going to be interesting to see where the 4-hour closes. Like if it respects the resistance or if it can close above it.
Oh, sorry, what did you say on the gold or?
Yeah, on the 4-hour. Like if it respects the resistance, or if it can close above like 18, 19.
Yeah, let's actually do some. Yeah. What do you think about that, Mitch? Okay, let's maybe do some fresh analysis on gold for the NYSE open. We've got 10 minutes until candle starts to close, so daily is interacting with this little level over here. So let's look at more information. So also daily is in a bullish market, created this high up here. So if it forms a support, then you know you would be looking for buys to retest the highs, provided this daily candle closes strong enough bullish to do that. Else you might probably be looking for a break of this support to go down if it's not if it's a rather weak candle. And for us to know if it's a weak candle or not, we probably want to adjust this level over here. And let me draw this back down over here. So we probably want to adjust this level on the 4 hour, and we see that we have this 4 hour resistance. Now we're probably going to come to the same conclusion that we had before, but it's going to look a little bit neater because the chart had a little bit too many levels on it. So if we break above 1820, especially if this 4 hour can close above 1820, which is probably unlikely to do that in 10 minutes, but if it does close above, then we're going to have a super nice move up with NYSE volume. But if it closes inside this range, then it's going to be rather tricky. It's going to be very tricky because it might just continue on ranging for who knows how long.
Then just leave it and come back tomorrow.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. On lower time frames, we see these levels over here, which are the wicks. But yeah, let's wait for, I'm going to delete on last and wait for this 4 hour to close to really say what it can do. Pound yen looks on the 4 hour, looks good for buys. Looks good for buys to retest the high because it's closing rather strong bullish. It created this high at 153.900, which is, you know, the top end of this range. But if we can create a bottom wick, which creates support on the lower time frames and break this high towards, like, you know, the second half of the 4 hour, then we can kind of continue up to retest this high or continue ranging, who knows. Yes, Mr. J. So I was on yesterday. I was on Controller's stream because Raja ended his stream early before the candle closed, and I saw Controller's thing was right under there. So I'm like, hey, let's tune in, pop into his chat, see what's up. Yeah, but man's worried about no bottom wick after 2 hour long range, but broke that high. Poof, was a pretty easy trade. Yeah, I think if we can start breaking this 4 hour high after creating a healthy bottom wick, I think potentially with NYSE open volume, we're going to have some pretty interesting buys. That might be something I might be looking to participate in because, you know, it's that good. So gold is tapped into this top end of the range. It's got this low created over here, which coincides with probably this 30-minute. Yep. Yeah, so it's just in this big range. I'd personally want to see a break below. I really want to see a break below because we've got such a beautiful range over here, but it's probably it's probably there's probably not going to be the probability for that to happen, but who knows? Anything could happen. Oh shit, I forgot. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. So magic keys giveaway. Magic keys the giveaway. Tomorrow in London session. Yeah, so we got this magic keys giveaway, guys. It's going to be on this hosted on Luke's channel over here tomorrow in London session. Because it's Friday, we're just going to chill. We're just going to relax, give away some magic keys. If you want a slightly higher probability, go follow at Luke Trades London, and if you want, you got my Instagram over here as well. So gold is rejecting. Let's see if NYSE might do something for gold, and it might do something for pound yen too. I really like how strong this 4-hour candle is closing. Now all we need to see is just a healthy a healthy bottom wick formed before it breaks the high to continue up. Because if it breaks the high in the first 10 minutes with very little bottom wick, then the probability for price to create a wick rejection at like this level or like you see right over here is pretty high. So we want to see a healthy bottom wick to grab those orders and go back up. How can I do my trades show on MT4? If you rewind the stream, I kind of explained it, but you can also Google how can I see my oh wait, I don't think you can do that on MetaTrader 4 actually. I don't think that's a feature on MetaTrader 4. So I asked control who he learned trading from, because his style and his course is exactly the same as Raja, you know. I got blocked, lol. Oh, on his YouTube. Oh, damn. Yeah, I think, I think you have to see it from his perspective as well, right? People are hating on him, kind of, and if you come on his stream with a topic like that, he's going to interpret that as, in a way, you mocking him or hating him. So, in a way, that's why he might have blocked you. If somebody comes over here on this channel saying something, and I might interpret that as negative and block that comment or something. But yeah, it is what it is. Nothing against him. Nothing. I don't have anything against him. I don't have anything good about him. He's just a guy sharing value. But yeah, the way this 4-hour closing, it's starting to close rather weak, which just kind of sucks. In the last 3 minutes, kind of did a pullback. So I think that, and the way these 1 hours are closing with a rejection at 153.900, there's not definitely not going to be interested in any buys over here anymore. That was a short-lived idea. Straight up copy pasta, pasted, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I haven't even followed him long enough to really know what the problems are. Like maybe he's a legit one-on-one copy, then yeah, that's not so nice. But if he's got some similarities, that's okay, right? Oh, damn, people. Oh, so this guy got blocked too. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Nope, no trades have been taken yet on this stream. At least none have been called out. Or actually, we did call out one trade, which was, well, we didn't officially call it out, but we did mention how if we broke above this high, there was a pretty high probability for price to potentially continue pushing up further. But we came across a little issue once this candle closed with no wick, and the next one, had a 50%. It was a 50-50 chance of continuing up or down, and it went down. Sheesh, man, like Luke.
Yeah, man.
How's it going?
Home now. I'm on my way home.
I'm your way home. Awesome.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, guys, and I'll be there.
Awesome, man. So
not even 5 minutes, probably 5 minutes. Let me
maybe the start will start doing something since you're home and shit.
Nice. Yeah, then because I wanted to ask you something about the Magic Keys giveaway. Is that gonna happen tomorrow London session during the stream, or is that gonna happen on Instagram?
We could do it on Instagram if the people would like that, for so the people in New York can participate as well.
Yeah, true. I guess. Yeah, true. Then
add us on Instagram, and you'll see when it's gonna happen.
Yes, got the Instagram on the top left over there.
Yeah, perfect. I'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Awesome, man. I'll make sure to leave you a spot.
Yeah.
Okay, candles are coming to a close in 1 second right now. So this 4 hour on gold closed below here, closed above here. It's in a big old range. So probably not much to be done on the gold over here. Pound yen closing with a weak 4 hour. Man, pound yen and gold, you know, oftentimes I get the question, are pound yen and gold correlated? And the answer is no, they're not directly, but I can see why a lot of people are asking if they're correlated. They kind of look similar, but there's no correlation. I'm sorry, how can we enter for the giveaway? Basically, we're going to do a live stream on Instagram. Luke is going to do a live stream on Instagram, and he's going to randomly pick a winner on that live stream. But there's going to be more details announced on that once he gets over here in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going. Take care. I mean, this price action was not the
there's
best.
nothing good can happen anymore, really.
Yeah, even to look at it, it's like off.
It's like watching paint dry.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Well, take care, Frank. See you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao.
Later, Frank.
NYSE gang for the pound yen, be ready. Oh yeah, is there going to be something nice happening on NYSE, Mr. J? So we got Master P and then we got Mr. J. We're like cousins or something. It does, look more probable for sells, but the range is unfavorable. Four hour is creating a top wick on gold. You know what? If we are in a range on gold, so let me show you guys how ranges work. So we have a support, and in a range, price goes from support to resistance to support to resistance to support. Now on the higher time frames, these are going to look like candles. They're going to look like barcodes, right? You're going to have candles going up, candles going down, candle going up and down. But on the lower time frames, it's going to look like a trend. You're going to have a trend. So on the lower time frames, you're going to have a trend like this. You're going to have maybe on the 15 minute, on the 5 minute, you might see a trend, creating higher highs, higher lows like this, and then it taps resistance. And a big issue comes when people try to buy the resistance, anticipating the breakout, but a much better idea is to sell the resistance, of course, when there's confirmation, to come down to support. And the confirmation for that would be, if you have a lower time frame trend, you have to ask yourself, if the trend is up, what do you normally look for to take a sell? Well, you need to see a break of structure. So you might see something like this, where you have the support, or you might form a fresh support after creating this high, and the next candle closes below that. And that is a confirmation for price to continue on ranging and come back down to there. And then, you might see another confirmation like that, and then that can be the confirmation to go back up. So that's how you dissect a range. If you really want to trade in a range, this is how you trade in a range. You don't fucking try to sell support anticipating to break. You don't fucking buy resistance anticipating it to break. So, and actually a very beautiful example of this is presented over here on pound yen over let me hide everything, this morning, where we took buys. So we saw a very strong support. There was a very strong support over here, and candles actually closed below the most recent support. And we had some people were looking for sells right over here, because you had clean traffic left. But this is a range. You see prices going up, down. So what are the chances of price breaking up, including when the bias is bullish and you have a very strong support there? It's rather low. So what I did, I waited for price to show me signs of price respecting this support over here. Let me annotate this. So I waited for signs of price respecting this support, and that came, and that was basically when the 5 minute, you see on the 5 minute, we see this structure, right? We see prices at this resistance. We see prices coming down, creates a low, creates a resistance to retest the low, kind of consolidates, breaks below the consolidation, creates this low, goes up, creates resistance, retests the low, and it has and now it's established a range. Now, once this candle closed up outside this range, that's where I started executing buys. My entry price was 154.059, and I basically rode it back up to there, secured some 10 pips over here. Runner went to 18 pips, but I left a 10% runner to see if we can break above this level, since overall the higher time frames are pretty bullish. So if you guys want to trade ranges, this is how you trade a range. You buy support, sell resistance. You don't sell support anticipating to break. Of course, that's going to come in with a little bit of grain of salt, because sometimes, if the bias is bullish and the range and sometimes the probability for the range to break is actually higher, because if everything's bullish, resistances break and supports get respected. So if you have a range, and that's why I left 10% running to see if this resistance could break in an overall bullish market, which it didn't. So yeah, pound yen kind of looks like it wants to go up, but it's not giving the strong confirmations. So for gold, now that I broke down how to how you could trade in range, that's kind of what I was potentially looking for on gold, but nah, it's a mess right now. There's nothing to be done in gold. I was thinking maybe we can, if we get some signs of market structure breaking on the lower time frames over here, potentially could take a sell to come down, retest the low end of the range, but I don't know. It's pretty tricky. Okay, I'm actually going to go get a glass of water over here. I'll be back in a second. Give me a second over here. Be right back. I'm going to mute myself.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, you're in the house, Luke.
Yeah, pretty good, man. Man's home. How was the session?
In a range.
Ranging, doing nothing. Yo, what's up, guys? Oh yeah, I see. GJ didn't do anything. Oh damn.
But I think if anyone learned how to trade a range or got any information from Masterpiece, just smash that like button, because that was a lot of good information he just dropped on you.
Yo, Master P. Man, like Master P running this game right now.
Dropping gems as usual,
Does anyone know how much time a day Luke goes live? Normally just only a London session.
Yeah, it's a rare occasion.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. You want the Zoom screen share?
Oh no, keep going, man. Keep going.
Okay, cool.
Keep going.
Let's make. Wait, are you in? Oh yeah, there you are.
All right.
Yeah, so we were looking for gold sells, but never came into play. We didn't take any trades.
Why didn't you look for sales, for buys?
I didn't see any buys because we had unemployment claims, and that came out really good, but that was at 12:30. So buys came with unemployment claim, but yeah, we couldn't really trade the news.
Oh yeah, the 4-hour just opened. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the
so
entire candle going up was on news and
yeah, exactly. So we couldn't really do that. Actually, Frank was looking for buys. He took a buy right, a paper trade buy over here once it broke the high.
yeah.
But yeah, I went some 10 pips in profit, but I don't think he secured it. He wanted to see over there.
Sheesh. Still pretty good though. Pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. But because we have an NYSE coming to an open in 20 minutes, so I'm thinking potentially the NYSE traders can absorb this really good news for the USD and push price lower. Maybe, who knows? Because yeah, NYSE has a lot of volume behind it.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's when all the prop traders and funds start to do that.
So what were you guys looking for on GJ? Like in this session itself?
On GJ, kind of called out a little tiny buy. It wasn't an official call because I wasn't 100% sure of how the volume would act up, but called a little buy once it broke this little wick.
Yeah.
Candle closed with no wick over there.
Oh yeah, then you should have known exactly where to get out if you did take that.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
But other than that, nothing, no trades. Didn't take any trades or anything. It's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
At least was disciplined, right, Gulag? We had a very disciplined day.
Perfect. So anyone took some other trades on different pairs as well, or just only looked at these two pairs?
On different pairs, we were looking for gold for buys on pound Australian dollar. Yeah, to fill this daily wick over there.
Yeah.
Because this daily candle closed above this daily resistance and it started breaking the highs. So I thought it could push there, but it never gave that confirmation. And I guess, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, closing at support. So probably not a sell right now. Then
oh damn, bit of a boring day today. Not a lot going on.
Yeah, GU was also pretty tricky. It tapped into a very, very strong support over here on the daily time frame, so it's kind of consolidating. We discussed nothing really. There was not much to discuss, and then US 30 sells, but nothing's coming into play, man.
Yeah, it is what it is at that moment. Then it is what it is.
Kind of a no trade session.
Yeah, that's good. I hope you guys. It's character building there, right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, waiting to be disciplined and not jumping into something very good.
Very looking good. Somebody in the chat, in the Zoom chat, said, always remember, I am dimensions ahead of you. Kind of a little what's it called? Kind of a little hint to something that happened in Slack a few days ago. My first time to discover this channel.
Oh.
You're so good at lk.london.
Oh, you mean that?
Yeah. Oh, look, we have my first time to discover this channel. Your stream is so good at lk.london. You should tune in to the London sessions. They're even better. Man.
So yeah, pretty good. Pretty Gucci right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Very nice, man. Very, very nice. So guys, for the Magic Keys giveaway, I think Master P talked a little bit about it. For the Magic Keys giveaway, make a screenshot of this chart or your own chart and tag us in on Instagram and post it on your story. Then you're going to be participating into the in the Magic Keys giveaway. So make sure you follow us on Instagram. Put the names on of the Instagram on the stream. I think it's already on there, right? Or, I don't know if it's on. Well, I'll annotate it. Oh wait, I'm not allowed to annotate. Just put the names on the screen or show the Instagram for a second, Master P. Man's on the phone talking to his.
I sent you guys a screenshot.
You set that up before you left to Italy, huh?
Bro, you don't even want to know.
He knows the story, doesn't he?
Yeah. I was screaming.
You're on the call, yeah.
It's perfect.
No, I sent you guys a little photo on the WhatsApp because we hit 6,666
Oh,
subscribers.
Illuminati confirmed
666.
right there. Nice.
Yes, Illuminati.
But show the Instagram for a second so they can tag us in the Instagram post so they can
Yes,
win the
so you
magic
got
keys.
Luke's Instagram right over here.
Yes, tag me in that.
This is where,
yeah,
that was the criteria. So this is where he gave out the previous magic keys was randomly selected over here. Ingrid was the winner. She actually tuned in this session.
Oh, this morning as well. Yeah. So yeah, tag me on a story post, and then
at Luke's Trades London. This
yes,
is how
sir.
you enroll.
The post story.
Are people tagging?
I think so.
So if you see the best. Oh, I am Happy Magic Keys winner. That's pretty nice one.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's the previous one. Yeah, so tag him into to enroll into this, and then he's gonna go live at some point.
Yes, sir.
Over there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, GJ is not doing anything.
Probably tomorrow night then, so the people in New York have a chance to. I'm giving you the chance to win magic keys too now. So tag me in your Instagram on the story of a photo of this stream or something else or your own chart. I don't mind. And you're going to be participating in the magic keys giveaway. There's not a lot of people that participated already, so you got a high chance of winning the magic keys.
Yeah, because the first giveaway there was only like there was a
75
1 out of
75.
Yeah,
people.
so it was like a 1 out of 75 chance.
Yeah. Probably
we can do it.
Kind of be now even greater. So.
Yeah, there's just nothing to be done here on pound yen or gold.
Yeah.
USD JPY looks nice, doesn't it? Maybe. Who knows? Let's take a look at USD JPY. Nothing looks nice today. We've got daily.
A lot of people on. Like 900 nearly.
Yeah, 900 at one point, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like 880 people.
Savage.
Yeah, true.
Sorry for the people in the Zoom. We only had the 100 people Zoom.
Yeah, there's a cap on Zoom.
Market cap.
Yeah, so for USD JPY, you'd probably want to take a close below 109,500 because we're at daily resistance. We're at daily resistance, and potentially this daily candle could come down to retest 109,300, and so yeah, I think maybe, and we have clean traffic on the left, so maybe if you get a candle closing below, that would look pretty nice. Yeah. But if we get a candle closing below on gold, that would also be pretty nice, but it's kind of not happening, so.
GJ is acting rangy this session. I was like, this session is going to move, but it's just ranging in between.
Yeah, for the longest time, the 4 hour was like pretty bullish. It was like bullish at with a very strong body up here. And I'm like, the daily didn't break the low. So I'm like,
Yeah. It ranged inside like a 28 pip range. It didn't even go outside of it.
Yeah, exactly.
What is going on?
Daily didn't break the low, so I was thinking maybe if this 4 hour can close like really strong body at 850, and the next one can create like a healthy bottom wake and break the high, and like within towards the second half of the 4 hour, maybe we could have seen a retest of the high, but with NYSE volume. But
gold moves around like 90 to 100 pips, but no clear entries. Yeah, maybe on the news when it came down, but did it? Oh yeah, it came up and down at the same time. Okay. Yeah.
USD JPY is a wild horse. I don't think so, man.
I think you could have taken a buy on that news right there. Because the open of that news price went down towards 1813.83, and once it started coming back up and breaking 1817.90, I think you could have taken a buy.
Yeah, true. That was a potential.
Because that's going to be buying above that 15-minute level as well at 1817.90, and then you're going to target 1819.50 with just like a small stop loss below it. But it was still very risky.
Yeah, it was news at the end of the day.
Yeah. And after that, price just went down ranging. It's pretty much ranging.
Look at this 1 minute though. Like it literally happened in 10 seconds. So it's
yeah, but
really
that's not the first 1 minute, right? The one before that is the first minute. So in the second minute, price started pushing up.
True.
But it's still risky business right there.
4 hours starting to flip bearish, create a bottom wick. You know, sells aren't completely out the window yet, but if they don't come into play within, you know, this hourly close or the next hourly close, it's not gonna come into play at all.
GJ is just trash.
Yeah, we got NYSE, which is still a very, very high volume session because, you know, the New York Stock Exchange, but beyond that.
GU didn't do shit.
Nope, because it's, you know, pound and.
Yeah, same time, yeah. EU moving a little bit.
What about Euro?
Still in the same, still in the same range. Yeah, that GA could be good if you.
Sorry.
If you're 1 hour close below that, you could go down towards 1.8 11.99, but not gonna be a lot of fun, I think. Not gonna go down one go, I think. Maybe because of the breakout, it's gonna have a little push, but. Someone asks, gold sells below 18.15.
Yes, somewhere like 18.10.
But the thing is, I don't know, man. There's like a rejection right there. I wouldn't do that. Nah, never. You only got like a 18 pip range at that moment. Not even. No, 10 pips. 10 pips right there. No, don't do that. Don't do that. This was a fake out candle right here. 12 o'clock. It just faked out. Faked a lot of people out probably. It's in a 1 hour time frame.
Yeah, it did basically a fake out, but we were all looking for resistance to form, so nobody got. Nobody should have been screwed. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you had a resistance formed at the 1814 level, and the next candle closed bearish below that at the 15-minute candle that was bullish at that level, then you could have taken a pretty good sell to retest the low at 808, 1808. But that didn't happen.
Yeah, and sells below 1814 become delicate because the 4 hour is bullish, but if we close below there, there might be some form of a probability of a fake out, but that's something we learned in the previous days.
Use the JPY. That might be something that did move. Have you looked at USD JPY? Oh, that's the same as GA, looking pretty much the same.
Ranging, you need to wait for a close below.
But soon, it's trying to close below now. It's at that level where it's going down. Yeah. I think it's best for everyone to just call it a day because all pairs are ranging. You're just waiting for something to happen. But you see movement in the clear. There's no volume. There's some bank holidays for a couple pairs as well. Euro especially. CHF. So it's a little bit nasty if you want to trade inside all of these ranges. The only thing you could look for was that GA and USD JPY, but
yeah, I'm keeping my hopes up on the stock exchange open.
Okay.
If not, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mitch. I think that's going to be the next point of interest. But yeah, so I'm going to see how the NYSE opens and how this NYSE hourly candle closes.
Yeah.
And if it, and probably call it a day if it doesn't do anything I like.
It's around 36 minutes before that happens.
True.
The most thing that moved for me today is my AU trade, and that was just.
Oh, nice. Trade AU.
Want me to put some music on? I'll do that. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. We'll get some beats on this thing.
Oh yeah, I tried to put in some beats, but I didn't have control of the audio, so it was too loud. I had to.
Oh, no, it's. Wait, you oh, you're sharing, so I can't even share my audio.
Oh, sheesh.
So.
Should I give you the share?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, then I need to make you host, right?
Yeah.
Host more. Make
All
host.
the analysis on my screen are right now old analysis, so don't look too much at them. Because I just came out. Let me put. Did it work? Yes.
Yeah, you should be host, yeah.
Cool.
I don't think this is something that's ever been done before in a stream, just changing the host. Can you imagine? Raj is like, okay, Uncle Ted, you can be the host now.
Yeah. Sure, I know. Look, which city do you live in? That's a good question, man. That's a little bit too personal right there. You can know what country I live in, but the city? Take it easy, man.
Oh, look, you have your YouTube thing open on the stream.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Let me see for a second. Let me put that open on the other tab. It doesn't really matter. Just a live.
Yeah, I didn't have the key information.
No, so hidden. Perfect. Let me show this one. Oh, that's all the playlist song for everyone that wants to know. Everyone is always interested. There we go.
NYSE opens in 6 minutes.
With this one. Oh wait, yeah, it's good.
Even though there's nothing to get, really.
Wait, nothing is going pretty well.
Exactly.
I need to put this one on this screen. There we go. Now it should be Gucci, I think. I fucked it up a little bit. Put this one to the left. Left, there you go. Now it's good. Sorry guys, now it's good. There we go.
I'm gonna log out of your thingy and come into my account, YouTube account.
Oh yeah, sure. Perfect. Wait, God. I feel like I'm going to. There's no lot going on. It's a thing. It's really weird. I have my screen sharing now on the right screen. I used to do it on the left screen. So I have to look the other way now. Oh, it's really ugly. Beat is quite sick. Yeah, man. Timpani beat. You know that vibe. Take a little look on right here. It did. Yeah, I really did that fake out and just moved back inside the. Get this one out of here. There we go. Yeah, man. 20G range. Put this one up to GJ. There you go. New analysis right here. I still think that there is potential to come further down, back down to make that monthly wick. Back to that monthly level. Let's see. There's a wick for the monthly. That means it. Put it aside. There we go. Yeah, I think there's a couple possibilities for further on this week. We might see this daily candle just close bearish, and then next candle maybe close above to continue moving to the top of this range, or we're just gonna go back inside to create that monthly wick down, because we're at the half, nearly at the half of the month now. So there is a possibility that we still could go down or going further up. Make this level a little bit smaller. There's a strong 4-hour level right here. We tapped into with this candle as well. Really look closely. We're pretty much now back inside this range from the top right here. Respecting that. Came from this level, obviously. Yeah. Sales are even nasty, to be honest. Too many levels here to the left. I think safer sells are going to be below this level. It's going to be safe sells, or you're going to take risky sells below that 565 level. But there's going to be a very strong zone also to the left, probably on the 4-hour further down below. So you're only going to be selling towards 321, 320. So I think buys are going to be the better option to look for. Really respecting that 4-hour level right here. Back inside that 4-hour zone. But based on the 4-hour, you can see what pretty much happened. If you look closely to the market structure, even though there is not a lot to see, you can see all the movement going up. We made a new higher high. Here we pretty much made a new higher low. Here we made a new higher high, and we're pretty much creating now a new higher low just above this higher low with the closing of the candles. So maybe you could see some more upside potential soon coming. But it's both nasty. I don't know if you want to be inside this range. I mean, you could definitely take it from this level back on top to the top of 154 or 300, but I think the better option for you is going to be buying above that 154 300 level, because then you can just easily go back up further. You know, for sells, it's a pretty hard game. I mean, really.
Wait, can you hear me?
No, it's working again. Didn't even know that.
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Why is it frozen?
Yeah, I don't know. It was frozen. I wanted to tell you that before.
So, for fuck's sakes. Oh my god, nothing a lot is going right today. There we go. But yeah, I think better options are going to be this is a riskier option. It's going to be buying above that 153,900 level towards back to the top of the range at 154,300, or selling below at least at 530,40 level. But yeah, then you're going to go on top of this level again, here 313. But do you want that? Is the range big enough for you? Oh, you done pretty nasty all of it, to be honest with you. This candle is pushing up towards that level though now, but still a lot of pips to go. Do something a little bit faster on because it's a little too slow. Yeah, so sells at least below this level right here. At least. And then it's not going to be clean anyways, because you got so many levels here to going down below. So you really have to have like a set plan on where you're going to take profit and where you're going to go to break even. Because there's many places where you can reject off right away from. So I think better plays are going to be for you just looking for buys and keeping the sells out of play for today. It's breaking up now maybe. And you could maybe see it coming back to that 980 level, and then if that breaks, then you get back inside the range, back up to 300, 154, 300. What's gold doing right now? Gold did close back inside that level just now. But I do think that I need to remove this for a second, because this is just going to be a pretty much no trade range for you. At least on some levels. I mean, I think if you're going to be buying above 20 on the 15-minute time frame, you only have like how many pips? Not even a lot. It's just 20 pips, not even 20 pips for you. So you're going to be looking for buys above 22.36, and for sells, you're going to at least be looking below 14. And then you get those clean sells down. You can target this level to the left again, where you just came from, just at the beginning of the session, back to 808, or even continue moving further down below 1800. But I think it's best to wait. Even though price is pushing up now, there's no need for you to have fear of missing out, because the chance of just, you know, making weird moves inside this range is just really high. Really high. The best thing to do is wait for candles to, you know, at least break or close above, and then you can continue moving back up to 1826. We talked about it this morning as well, and maybe even to higher levels, 30, and then continue moving up towards 33. That's going to be the best option for you right there. Put that right here, because often. Oh. Ooh. How can we get a manual instruction or magic keys? Go to the website, and there's it's all explained on the website, man. All explained on the website. I think gold buys may soon get into play, but I do think you want to wait for price to break out and then retest 22.38 and then continue moving further on.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too, because it kind of moved a little bit already, and there's some issues to the left. So you want to see first where it's going to create that target, and then the support.
If you wanted to be in this range, you should have already been at 1880.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, you're going to be too late. Targets are going to be too small. So now you got to question yourself: do you want to be inside the range? Gold is GJ is doing maybe some upside potential too, but it really needs to start closing above that 900 level before you're gonna see some good bullish momentum, to be honest. Because then on the 4-hour time frame, you can anticipate this 4-hour to start retesting the high of 154, 300. This needs to close outside before you're going to take any trades as well. Yeah, go ahead, Master B.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for in pound yen, to retest the highs, because if you look at the daily, it never broke the low. So taking a sell was, and the range was also not there to take a sell.
And this man is asking for GU. I'll look at it in a second, man. Take it easy. Be
Spamming
patient.
will also get you banned.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Man's calling facts. So yeah, that's you want those to close outside or inside, back inside this range to retest the high based on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, gold really just a strong level close, because at least a 1-hour candle above that 122.30 level, at least. And that might happen at any 1-hour open, to be honest. Might happen at that level. GU, man's talking about GU. Let's take a little look. GU. Pretty much. Remove all of this. Go. pretty much at this, there's a level here. If you look left, you see some consolidation in that area too. To the left, this level right here to the left. Pretty much inside this 4-hour range right here. And I think what you should be waiting for based on the at least 1 hour time frame and see 1 second. The thing is that I think you want to see it close below that 184 or at least 215, and if you're like a little bit more risky, you can already take a sell. If you see this candle closing bullish and the next one below, you're going to anticipate price to go down to the low, and you do have enough range for that, I think. Yeah, you do have like 17 pip range for that to happen, but you do have to have in mind that you're selling against this 1 hour support, so you want this bullish candle low to be broken before you're gonna retest that wick right down here. So, and that's only gonna be 15 pips, so you gotta have a stop loss that's at least below 1-to-1 before you're gonna take that. But if you look closely, if you look closely at what's happening right now, and this candle does the same as all these candles, rejecting the top side of this level right here, and the candle closed below because structure is still bearish at the moment until we start breaking this structure here off the top. Then you could definitely maybe look for some retest of the low, but this is not going to be a clean trade. Not going to be a clean trade. EU, yes, whatever. EU is pretty much at like a daily level right here. Rejection, candle closes against it. Here you see some rejection. I think for EU, you're gonna be looking for maybe buys above this level right here. But do you want to trade you know, a pair where both markets are open? Pretty much no, to be honest, you know. So be careful. GJ sells are not, I would never get into GJ sells right now. I would not, definitely not. It's just gonna be, that's just gonna be wishing for a loss right there. So I would only consider GJ buys if I was you, as said before. And the gold, you could go both ways. You just need to know where it's gonna close and how it's gonna close, because if you go down here, if you go all the way back down, you first want to see some sort of resistance, some sort of support created before you're gonna take themselves down towards this level. So if I annotate it for a second, oh shit, let me zoom in a little bit. Annotate it for a second. What you pretty much want to see happening is this candle rejecting this level. So let's say from this candle is gonna go down. Gonna go down with a couple candles, maybe a smaller candle right here, one bullish one right here, and it comes down to this support level. You first actually want to see one bullish candle printing before you're gonna take any sells down. And what you then want to see, because this candle closed bullish, you want to see this candle break these lows and maybe even close below these lows before you're going to take the sell down towards this level here to the left. But is that going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. And how long is that going to, you know, maybe turn out to be? Because if that's going to be too long, if you count the candles on what you want to see happening, is that possible in your own session right now? Maybe not. So yeah, maybe if it's like big candles, you might see it, but it's already at the end of your session, so you got to be looking for the stuff that might happen right now, and that's gonna not happen right now. So what you could hope for is maybe a close outside 22.36 with a retracement on the 50-minute candle, and the next 15 breaking its own high or the previous high, and then continue moving further up. What I said, to 30 or even 26. But going back to sells, that's gonna take too much time probably. Or the new open is gonna mess some of the markets up. For GG, I would just wait for a close outside. Do watch out for this level. So if you see price respecting 950, you should know if you come back down from that level that you need to really manage risk, because that level could really fuck you up right there. Yesterday team. I don't know about Head and Shoulders, man. I didn't do patterns like that. Right, okay. Perfect. Did you take any trade today? Yes, I took gold buys in the morning. What time do you start London session live streams? It's like 6:30 GMT, but I don't know if it's +1 now because it's summertime. Wait, let me take a look. Let me take a look. Yeah, let's say 6:30 GMT +1, so that's UK time. Yeah, perfect, man, Sunny. Perfect, perfect. For long term, what's the trend for gold? Look. No, I still think we could. Oh, we're on gold on the GJ right now. Good morning. I mean, we haven't broken the lower, the higher lows. I mean, the lower highs yet. So I think first you want to see some lower highs to be broken to continue moving up back towards that level. But is that going to happen if, you know, if Donald Trump isn't there? But you see, last two candles didn't have this last monthly candle didn't have any bullish, any bearish potential. Zero, maybe a small little wick right there. This one went up without any bearish potential. Next one is probably going to make a deep wick because that's mostly how it works. But based on that, the weekly structure broke a little bit, but I think you want to see like a structured support on the weekly above that trend right here. To continue moving back up, but to how far it's gonna go back up, I got no idea, man. No idea. Just have to look left and look at these levels. Thing is, what's the catalyst gonna be for that to happen? Because at the moment we're just pushing bullish, but at the end of the day we could still make that weekly and monthly low. That's a lot. There's a lot of probabilities that can happen right now. And I don't really mind on where we're gonna go in the long term because I'm gonna be taking short-term trades. So if you're like a swing trader, yeah, it matters. But I say not that it doesn't matter for a short-term trader as well, for a scalper. But you're not gonna be trading the entire move anyways. 10 minutes left. Open. Yeah, I already looked at USD JPY for a second, but I'll look at it again for you. Just Let's remove all of this that was there. What was that sound?
Yeah, you heard that too?
Yeah, I don't know what it
Did
was.
that come from you?
I think so.
I think it was WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, it's WhatsApp. Yeah, probably WhatsApp. I don't know which. Oh yeah, here it is. I see it now. Yeah.
Hey, Caesar, take care. It was pretty fun.
Sell buys on UJ. That makes sense. It's kind of rejected that top, but it's rejecting bottoms as well. So you're pretty much in this 4-hour range. The only reason where you're gonna see sells is if you start closing below this level right here, 109,500, or that 109,720. You're gonna see buys playing out, but you gotta still look left. You got clean traffic down towards these levels right here. Maybe you're gonna form that candle a little bit deeper towards 109,221. For buys, you're gonna be looking. It's nasty, man. This is nasty. Oh, nasty. I don't really know the way UJ moves, anyways. Oh, we got this. There we go. Removed you. Ooh, GJ is sort of rejecting that level. Broke the highs and rejected it. Hopefully no one got in. Yeah, hopefully special product. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully it pushes us somewhere. Hopefully no one got in on the break of the high. You should wait for price to close outside. Not anticipate price to start going up anyways. Just wait for that to close. Because it might do the same way what happened to you, what you see here. Taps in and then rejects and closes back down. Can you share some of your thoughts on UJ? I just did. Rewind it a little bit. Yeah.
I think at some point soon I'm gonna have to come to the realization that gold sells aren't gonna come into play.
Yeah.
I've been waiting the whole time.
Especially once this candle's breaking the high and respecting the support. Maybe it might come down again, but it's previous 4-hour close bullish at that support, so there's a probability where it just, you know, not gonna come back down anymore. Good. Let's see some comments. A lot of comments.
How long are you gonna stream for? Till the
You want till the close, right? Till the close this 1 hour, right? You want to see till this.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. There's nothing gonna happen.
Okay. Yeah, might just end it now actually because
Yeah, what else can we do?
it's closing inside the range, so you don't want to force trade at the end of the day.
Maybe GJ
So-
might move at London close to retest.
Oh yeah,
that.
let's wait for that because that's coming up to the high now. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes, 6 more minutes, and if that does nothing,
You're looking to execute on that.
I don't know, man. Maybe if it closes very good, maybe.
Yeah, because GJ has a lot of volume around London close, which is like
Yeah.
5 o'clock our time. 4
You already
o'clock.
see it going up.
Yeah, true. So
Gotta figure out now if you're gonna get in this trade, where you're gonna put your stop loss, because the 5-minute candle, look how big the 5-minute candle is right now. Where you're gonna put your stop loss. Man like Mitch, he's ready.
secure EP or something.
No, my runner on AU just skyrocketed, yo.
Oh,
That's
I thought
just
so.
eating, man.
I thought so. I'm like, this guy hit TP.
Nice. Oh damn. Damn, boy.
Nice.
Taking them good trades.
So my runner just got 25 pips is the whole total move from my start to my finish. That's why I'm saying, like, yo, people sleep on AU, but it messing around with Burner. I don't know if y'all know who Mr. Burner is. Yeah, he put me onto it, and I'd be watching it, and it when it moves, you have clear moves.
Okay, pretty nice.
Yeah, I guess if the next hourly can create a healthy top bottom wick, break the high, might be a good indication to retest the high to 154, 300.
Guys, remember, if you want to participate in the Magic Keys giveaway, tag us live on your stories on Instagram. That way, you're going to be able to participate.
Yeah,
winning the Magic Keys.
I had a scheduled post that went out.
Yes, sir.
I found this app that schedules stuff. You can like make everything on the weekend and schedule it, and it just releases it without you needing to do anything. It's pretty handy.
Let's see. Candle closing maybe above in 3 minutes. Got to look out for that 950 level. So you want to see happening at this open, you want to see price first make a bottom wick, and preferably close above that 950 level. The only thing you got to look out for then is that 977 level, but you're expecting that to break and go up towards at least 181.
Yeah, and I've seen sometimes London close can be the most volatile time for GJ.
Yes.
Guys, I'm out for the day.
Hey, peace, man like Mitch.
Luke, Master P, thank you.
You know the vibe.
Everyone like that stream.
Yeah, guys, like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, close.
I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be on the London with y'all in the morning.
Oh yeah, perfect, man. Perfect. Cool.
Take care. See you then.
We only need 30 subscribers left to hit 6.7k. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. Press that button. Around 30% of the people is not subscribed, so you know the vibe.
GU is better than GJ right now. Where do I press X to doubt? They're kind of the same, to be honest.
It's pretty much same situation, man.
I think GJ is better because GJ has a high to retest, but GU is just entering a range, so. And yeah, look at the daily at this point as well. Daily looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's about to flip. If it's gonna flip at that 970 level, you're gonna, or here that 154.16 level, you're gonna go. Gold's about to break up too. Gold's about to break up. GG is about to break up. Gold's at that level again. I think if you close above that, you could see a move up. But guys, wait for that bottom wick. To be honest, that's it might move in one go, and then it is what it is. But if you wait for the bottom wick and then start breaking its own high, you could maybe get in.
So much probability to
it.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would mind if it breaks in the first half, as long as it creates a healthy bottom wick. That's going to be a better condition, I think.
Yes, sir. Ooh, nearly 9 more subscribers for 6.7k. Click the button, guys. Come on.
Make sure to smash the like for this trade we're about
to do. This WhatsApp off because I keep getting messages.
I'm gonna use much lower risk though, like
Bulls is not doing a lot. $25 seconds left. I mean, it could fake out. It could go put you back up. Hello, look. You should dance. Why should I dance? Who said I was gonna dance? I'm gonna dance at 10k.
Yeah, 10k. That's what I told them. When you hit 10K, I think a lot of people are gonna be like, "Look, dance, dance."
Ooh,
So
gold's
we gotta
breaking
watch
up.
out for that. Ooh.
Do look out for gold because gold didn't close the side. GJ breaking up, broke the high.
Yeah, at this point,
Making it slow. Gold. I think if you break that 1823.08, you might continue moving up based on the volume. Now it's making its bottom wick, so that's pretty okay. Start breaking that level again when at 1823.08, you could continue moving further up. I think. Don't take it with too much confidence, guys. Still news at the end of the day. Bruv, I don't give a fuck what you see, man. Free yourself more raw. Yes, 6.7k hit, guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. We grew a lot today. In London, we already grew 100. Now we grew another, how many 100? And I think in total we grew like 400. No, 350.
yeah, something like that.
350. We this morning we had 6.350. 37. Pretty good. Pretty good.
You should create some animations for like the OBS that say like, oh, like the stream, subscribe every like 15 minutes. Like, that'd be pretty engaging.
Yeah, pretty good. You gotta be looking out for this level where it's tapping right now. What I said before, wait for the bottom wick to form before you're gonna take any buys.
Ooh, we got men like Trading Die coming in from the beach
Straight from the gulag.
in the Bahamas.
I don't see him.
Oh, he went.
Yeah, and how's it going, bro?
Oh damn.
Good, good.
And like, ooh, sheesh. Sheesh.
I like your what you're doing, Luke, with the Instagram tag thing, man. I think that's quite innovative, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank
Nice
you,
one.
thank you.
Yeah,
I
I
like
hope
trading
people
that.
I hope people do participate well, bro.
Yeah, man. 100%. It didn't fully break yet, this level, if you see. It only broke like 0.5, 0.6 pips, so you really want it to be broken by like a full pip. That's what I always wait for. If I want to wait for an impulsive entry, I'll wait for a full pip break. Like a full pip break. Oh, nuggets. Damn. Yes, it's about to break the high. It's a little further. Yeah, there it broke. So now you could get in. Have your stop loss at the current candle low. Be careful if it flips. If the candle flips, I would close 50% if I was you. But that's me. I'm a little bit risk management. And have in mind at the end of the day that this candle did not close above this level. So the probability is less, but if you really want to take a trade, you could maybe take that. And what you could also look for is maybe this 5-minute close. This 5-minute close above. And you could stay in the trade. Now, if it starts flipping, I would really, I would really get stuff off the table if you're in. Get stuff off the table. If it breaks so low, fully get out. That's me. That's me inside those trades. I'm not in myself. And the reason why I'm not in myself is because it's not really what I like for myself, but riskier setups like this could work out for some other people. If I'm in myself, I put it on the screen. But I'm not. Yeah, GJ is respecting this level right now. Really needs to shoot up.
Yeah,
Form that bottom wick and then... Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just gonna go. I think it's not gonna form no. Nothing.
Yeah, on gold I would look out. On gold I would look out now. What you could also do is wait for this candle to close bearish and the next one close above based on the 5-minute time frame. But it's all a delicate situation because price didn't actually close fully outside of this range. And for the higher probability setup was a close above that 1822.36. If I was confident in this trade, I would have been in myself. So if I'm not in myself, you understand, that's more risky. GJ is breaking up. If that daily is gonna flip, it's probably gonna go to that 84 level and continue moving further up.
Yeah, I was looking at that since the start because the daily never broke the low. So I'm like, it created a high, and if 4 hours created support, then it would have been pretty good.
Is there any more volume doing London session for gold and or New York? Yeah, there used to be a lot of volume, but this month is pretty low. But today was pretty okay. There was some buys called, and there where you could have catched 15-20 pips on. But it depends. Normally there's more volume on gold in New York. Last year, London session was amazing. Amazing. Last year, London session was really, really beautiful. But I think what you want to see on GJ, because it's not moving straight away, is keeping up at that level. Maybe candle closing the next candle, breaking that high, and also flipping that daily candle. Because this level is pretty strong. What I said before, if you see rejection from that level, you need to sort of manage risk at that moment. What I always do when I get inside the trade, I always look first on where my stop losses are gonna be and where my risk management levels are gonna be. I already have planned out when I get in a trade where I'm gonna manage risk if price doesn't go in my favor. So that's really important for me. If I don't see places where to manage risk, the trade is already getting a little bit less probable. And if I don't have a stop loss, there is no trade for me. If I don't see my stop loss, if I don't have a normal stop loss of my own criteria that I want in my trading plan, there's no trade. This is what I said about this 5 minute. You really don't want that low to be broken, or it's going to close above, or it's just not going to be anything. You guys holding any Dutch coin? No. Know the exit before you enter. Yes sir. Know the exit before you enter. Yeah, you should not be in this gold trade now. You should be fully out of this if you took the risks on this. But I said before, it's a risky trade, so it's all based on the volume of the market close for London. Is what it is, right? Is what it is. I think at the end of the day, this candle should push up, but it's probably first going to make a support above that 153.880 and then break this level inside 977 and then continue moving up to the top of the range, first stopping at this 100 level. But yeah, I think that's I would kind of call it a stream. I think this stream went on for a very long time. We had 3 hours and 20 minutes nearly. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you didn't participate inside the Magic Keys giveaway yet, participate. It's only on Instagram. If you tag me in your story, you're going to be participating inside it. So make sure you do that. Make sure what I said before, like and subscribe, and have a great day. Don't overtrade, don't over risk. Just call it one. The market has been trash in New York session. Stupid ranging. You see some movement now, but it's not going to be any clear movement. So you want to be outside of those situations. You want to be in the correct situations where you know you have a high probability of winning. And right now there's not a high probability of winning. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for Master P for hosting this session, and I'll see you guys next time, especially tomorrow morning for the people that trade London session. Push the like button, guys. You know the vibe.
Pump the likes.
Yeah, pump down the likes up. Those are rookie numbers. See you guys tomorrow morning. Bye bye.
Bye bye YouTube.